ship. What do we say to that?
Well, it depends what. I've seen a lot of discourse about it being like artificially weak, which I think is not intended. It should be sort of passing damage through to the main ship rather than killing everything. But there is like some intent, like design-wise, like number one question everyone always has about the Ironclad is, why can't I fly it from the main bit? And that's never been the idea with this ship. It has been you have like this main block of a ship, same with the Caterpillar, and the command module gives you that functionality to fly around. That's the sort of USP of these sort of ships is it's not the same as every other ship.
Right. So there's always this assumption that you're trying to make every single ship be the ultimate ship, and it's not. The ships are supposed to have certain trade-offs. Certain, you get this, but you lose this and stuff.
If you don't like it, that's fine.
There's 200 some odd other ships out there, right? The command module is interesting because it is, for all intents and purposes, a standalone craft. It can do everything. It can do everything a standalone ship can do. It can go to quantum. I think there was some confusion internally earlier. People kept referring to it as a parasite ship, and I'm like, no. If anything, the main hull is the parasite because it needs the command module to survive, not the other way around. So as far as it being a critical weak point, that's something with the damage not being passed in.
Yeah, no, simply it's a bug. That simple. What is going to happen in live instead, or when we're going to fix it, is that, and the intention with the feature itself is for the command module to not be a critical part. Clearly for gameplay purposes, right? Because you don't want a very big, durable ship like the Ironclad should be being able to get shot down by whoever with the command module being destroyed in like very, very few shots, because clearly the size difference is enormous, right? So yeah, the damage is going to be passed on to the ship of the Ironclad specifically, or the Caterpillar, depending on which one you're attached to, and all the damage to the component itself will be passed to the Ironclad as well. So everything inside the command module will be in a dormant state, so to say. So yeah, basically the damage is going to be passed on to the main body.
Does that allow you to, when it does detach, have a suitable...
Yeah, exactly, a suitable wrap that you can immediately go away and flee from it. The cool stuff is that you can also trigger the self-destruction and then leave the ship and then flew out the command module. Yeah, so I found with that.
Oh no, you're stealing my goods.
So the short answer is that damage is supposed to be passed on to the main hull, and it's just not at the moment.
Yeah.
So it'll be addressed.
Yeah, as soon as possible. I think we already have a fix in live for the hotfix, but as always, tentative fixes.
Yeah, there should be a new series of fixes going out on Tuesday of next week that address a couple other things with the item recovery stuff. So if we can, we'll loop that in there. And so that should be better for people. Before
it is clearly the intended gameplay dynamics that we want to reach, because clearly we don't want you to lose the ship, especially with the item recovery patch as well.
Talk to me about balancing the Ironclad. It's obviously you don't want to just make the same ship across 200, and you want to avoid making the super crazy Superman ship every single time. What does the Ironclad have going for it that other cargo ships don't?
So we have a couple of things that are interesting, I would say, specifically. One of them being clearly the durability. It's meant to be a very durable cargo ship with, very capable FCU cargo capacities. And for that reason, since at some point, we're going to have, for all the ships in our roster, the cargo had mass the ship, we also need to make sure that the flight profile handles fine, and you can carry the cargo inside the planets or outside of the moon, and so on and so forth. And one of the trickiest things for us on the balance side for the Ironclad has been trying to find a sweet spot without compromising the overall balance performances, in order to still let you be able to lift off and with the full cargo hold, because on the Ironclad specifically, if you had cargo on your cargo grid, the mass of the ship will change and the flight maneuverability will change as well. So one of them was basically tuning the VTOL thrusters and activate them in a way that basically you can still lift off with a full cargo bay, loaded with all goods that you can have, but all in VTOL mode. So like when you're fully loaded, you have to use VTOLs, take off, go into your go outside of the hangar, go outside of the planet, and then you can switch them off.
And so those are some strengths. What are the trade-offs? Why would somebody not want an ironclad?
Well, clearly one of the trade-offs, as we mentioned, is the maneuverability. It's not a very maneuverable ship. It's somewhat of a brick. Most of you might say it.
Absolutely a brick.
Absolutely a brick.
So the start of the model.
Yeah.
One large
Yeah.
brick in the shoebox.
It was a box. So yeah, this is probably one of the main, one of the main drawdown of the ship, which for a cargo ship can be quite severe because whenever you enter into maybe a dangerous area or you get attacked by pirates, clearly you maybe want that maneuverability and speed to kind of get yourself out of it, since you cannot outmaneuver those bad guys, right?
I suppose that's where that increased durability.
Yeah, exactly. Also, clearly the components on the ships on the shields are quite beefy as well because they are size 3, right?
Yeah.
So you have capabilities to defend yourself and to let your turret gunners try to defend you as well. But clearly you cannot escape that easily. So you have to deal with it and somewhat fight.
So there's a number of questions about the lighting in the ships. Apparently there's some issues with the...
There is some issues with them. Drives me crazy. I love it when the first time people see ships all the lighting's broken. It's brilliant.
I know, that's why we do it. What do you want to say about the broken lighting then?
It's broken. it should be being fixed.
Okay.
Yeah, it infuriates me as much, if not more, than everyone else.
So you're saying it's not a design intent, it is like so...
There is design intent in there in terms of...
it's supposed to be different.
Yeah, we lit the Ironclad to be quite moody. I think one of the issues is it's starting in emergency mode, so it's lots of flashing red, which is absolutely not the intent, not what we plan for, unless your ship is in emergency state. There's lots of light panels around the ship to be able to kind of put it back to how it should be. Unfortunately, that isn't a particularly user-friendly way of getting your ship to look how it was intended to. But yeah, there's a bug. It's one of those things. Unfortunately, it didn't make the cut for 4.8, but it should be getting fixed.
It's not unique to the Ironclad though.
No,
it's something we're fighting with across.
Yeah, it's every ship.
Hold on. Jassel Newpar says, dude is infuriated that we're pointing out broken stuff on a ship people actually pay money for. That's classic. He's infuriated that it's broke.
Yeah.
Not infuriated that you're pointing it out. He's having the same reaction to it you are, Jasper. These guys work hard. These guys work hard to make these ships as good as they can be. And unfortunately, as the nature of running a live environment in the middle of your development, sometimes things don't work. I mean, folks are asking. Obviously, let's use this opportunity to talk about the mission system. Why not? We were going to do it at some point. The mission system is having some trouble. You obviously don't need me to tell you that if you try to jump in. They are working on a hotfix to fix that right now. The patch that we mentioned is supposed to be going out next Tuesday. It's not for hotfixes. That's an actual legitimate build and a patch. The hotfix for the mission system will hopefully restore what's happening there. I don't have any more details about specifics. We'll go out as soon as somebody decides that it's ready to go out. But hotfixes, patches, different. There's also another question in there about why we release things in such dates. And every time that question comes up quite often, and I go back to 2017 and the wait for 3.0. When we didn't have any new content for like 9 months because we waited and waited and waited and tried to get everything done, tried to get everything perfect, tried to get everything dialed in, and there was no new content for 9 months. I had that stupid beard because I said I wasn't going to shave until the patch came out.
I feel it.
That's not a... It was stupid for me, Mark. Lovely on you.
Thank you, Jack.
Lovely on you. Mine was all gray. I look like a homeless person. But and even with all that work and even with all that waiting, it still had its issues. And the answer is there's no such thing as waiting until something's perfect. There's just not. So we put things out in the best condition that we can, and we continue to fix and we continue to push and we continue to develop afterwards, which is what the folks working on the hotfix for the mission system are doing right now, which is what you're doing with fixing the damage pass-through for the Ironclad.
And our friends from CG34 as well.
Yeah.
Shout out to them.
So, let's go ahead and take a quick look at the Ironclad Assault, which is mostly, it's pretty similar. What's the differences between the Ironclad and the Ironclad Assault?
It's got more guns, as one of the big ones. It has a larger front door, so this was again, something from the concept time. There was an intentional difference that the Ironclad Assault is designed for assault. So it's got a big enough front door in it that can fit tanks and ballistas, which the base Ironclad can't. That can only really fit rover-sized vehicles. It trades off some cargo capacity, so it's 1,500 odd, which is actually, I think, pretty much what the original Ironclad concept had. So they both had a glow up.
I think it's 10 and 14 something. I can't remember. It's staring at
Yeah,
sheets for
so many numbers.
But its big thing is it's now got the service bay.
Yes, the services bay, which is located in the rear third, which Will is handily looking at here.
Yeah, the floor texture change.
Denoted by the floor texture difference and the half gantries above as like a.
And in an upgrade from the original concept, the concept was only supposed to be able to service ground vehicles.
But just anything that can fit in the zone.
Yeah, if you can fit it in the volume, then it will allow you to do it. And if you obviously have the supplies on board.
Yeah.
You need to have the supplies on board.
You know, the ship hangar services is probably one of my favorite features that have come online with 4.8, because now you see all the people that do the crazy fleet operations and stuff, and now being able to being able to actually repair, refuel, and rearm on the go gives tremendous utility to things like the Idris, beyond just I'm a railgunner. And even things like the 890 jump, and stuff, 890 jump, the 600i stuff, and as those continue to progress, they'll get more utility. The vehicle services thing, it's repair, refuel, rearm. You need RMC to do the repairs. You need
Appropriate
fuel and commodities.
And ammo and countermeasures.
Yeah. And the ammo stuff is new for 4.8, actually having commodities.
Yes. Yeah.
So that's exciting. So you can check that. And then it's got the additional remote turrets.
Yeah. And some of them are upgunned to quad mounts instead of dual mounts as well.
It's got the jump seats at the front as well.
Oh yeah, it's got a lot of jump seats. There was a question in chat about why so many jump seats.
Because people get knocked around when you're going into atmosphere, to be blunt. It was somewhere so that you don't have to sit inside your tank while you actually land, and you can go sit in jump seats and not get thrown over.
Yeah, I think the question I saw was why so many jump seats if the crew is only for 6, and like the answer is it's not for the crew, it's for the people you're transporting.
Yeah, it's for your guests.
There was a question in here, Ben. They asked if you swapped, if you mixed up the paints. The paint for the suggestion was the paint for the Assault looks very industrial.
Oh, okay.
And the paint for the industrial one looks.
No, I think a giant bumblebee is quite an aggressive thing for the Assault. I think it's got a bit of a sting to it, isn't it?
Yeah, the B ship was something else.
Oh, okay. Yeah. No, we liked it.
Yeah, no, it's great looking. For folks asking about the paints and stuff that are not showing up in game, yes, there is a separate issue. Basically, without going into too many details, we have crushed our concurrency records for this patch. The last 24 hours have seen a concurrency the likes of which Star Citizen has not seen before, and that's slowing down a number of systems. One, the mission system, and two, the ability for the entitlements to actually filter into the game. They are working on that. They are attributing more resources. The stuff that the paints and stuff that you purchase in the store will show up in the game. They're not lost or anything like that. It's all slow right now because there's just a lot of people knocking on the authentication and knocking on the entitlements right now. But they're working on it. Which is also why something else. Let's just do a couple things. Let's get it out of the way. The free fly. You may have seen some notifications about the free fly that was supposed to start today. We are not going to start the free fly today. For no other reason than it would be wildly irresponsible of us to do it. Sure, we'd love the influx of people. Sure, we'd love the influx of, it can only help the bottom line, but it's a terrible experience for our existing, Star Citizen player base. So we are not going to start the free fly until the mission system cools down and we feel better about the experience for the existing players. And yeah, there's probably a more elegant way of saying that, but I figure I'd just lay it out straight. We're just not going to do it until we feel like it's a good experience for everybody here. All right. So Ironclad Assault. Let's take a look at the Pitbull. The Pitbull was a nice little surprise. So Pitbull, what is this? Is this just a Drake Fury? Is that where we started with?
Pretty much, yeah. So one of the very common questions I get about citizens a lot is, I love ship X, but I hate manufacturer X.
Right.
And as we've talked about many times, we have our big ship matrix of sizes and roles, and we always want to fill everything, and then within that have options. And the Pitbull is just a great theory alternative. One of the hard design requirements I set from the start for it was it must not exceed the bounds of the Fury. So that presented some challenges, because the Fury, which Dan worked on, was a challenge for fitting stuff in. And
wanting more guns on it didn't make it easier.
Adding more guns and missiles to it.
It's got 6 guns. What is it? A 4 size 1, 2 size 2?
Yeah.
It's nuts.
So.
And then it's got missiles.
And it's got a load of missiles.
So talk to me about this decision. You're going to add 6 guns and missiles to this. Do any of you have any conscience whatsoever?
The only problem is we couldn't fit more. Like, physically there isn't space to fit more and make it still fit inside the Fury's bounding boxes.
Yeah, I think there was a line I wrote for the copy on the website. It was more guns than common sense, or it has more guns than sense. I don't remember if it actually made it to the live.
There's going to be a massive write-up on Reddit explaining all the different places we could put a gun.
Yeah.
I hope so.
Oh yeah.
I'll take inspiration for if we ever make a variant of it.
It's sort of got what's the helicopter that it reminds me of?
Hind.
Is it a Hind helicopter? It sort of reminds me
Had a
of.
lot of Hind references.
Yeah, we had a bit of that in the kind of original concept, didn't we, with the Hind references.
I think so.
Yeah, I think it was one of Sam's, wasn't it? So.
Yep.
Yeah.
Talk to us about that concept. You're just sitting quietly there, blocking the hole in the screen.
Like we've been told a couple of times, more than a couple of times, I'm afraid, to make it less cute.
Come on in here.
Because it was
Come on in.
really
Slide your chair up. Slide your chair.
Like he's
Bring your
going
chair
to
up.
the teacher's
Just come and join me. Come and join me. We're not standing on ceremony here.
we tried to make it as small as possible, but some did, obviously. So.
Sam Burrito.
Let's call him Sam Burrito.
Yes, San Burrito.
Concept art.
And we had to make a proper effort to change the aesthetic in order to be less cutie and more Pitbull and less pug, I guess.
It didn't work very well. It's very cute.
Well, you didn't see the concept.
Its concept.
Yeah.
The other one had
cute.
really big eyes.
Oh.
Yeah.
One of them had floppy ears and stuff. Not even exaggerating, there were parts of it that looked like they were floppy ears.
It's when Chris first saw it and he just sent me a Minions gif, and I'm like,
Yes?
I don't know how to take this. Is this a good thing or is this a bad thing? And then we got to the bottom of what he was after, and adapted it, and I think it turned out great.
I think it's amazing.
Yeah, I think it's super Drake. I think one of my favourite bits is just the size of the engine.
the
engine versus overall dimensions is perfect for it, which is I think why it's quite
80-20.
Yeah.
One of the keys of the aesthetic that we wanted for the ship was that you're not riding a ship, you're riding an engine.
With guns.
With guns
You just stuck a bunch of guns to an engine.
And a seat.
And a seat.
Yeah.
Like your retro thrust, you just fire it all and just break.
You just turn around.
Red Hood 87 says, in the current meta, why even put 1 to 2 repeaters on something when they don't do any damage to basically any ships?
Well, our balance tuning will be revisited in the future, but in general, this is the deal, right? We want those little snub ships to be a threat to smaller craft, like the Gladius, for example, and not a threat for something bigger. And yeah, exactly, like mostly everything else on this table. So the question is more where you should try to imply those ships and why you should use them for. Because clearly, on the other side, yes, you might say the gun size is a bit low, but the performances instead are outstanding, because the overall forward thrust ratio is very good, maneuverability, the rates of rotation are amazing, the handling also as well, it's very reactive. So yeah, you might have less powerful guns, but if you want to, for example, let's say maybe storm a couple of fighters and fight them, then probably it's a good tool to do that. Clearly there are downsides on the durability and Drake and everything else.
But also the guns are swappable. You can change the guns out.
Yeah, you can lose ballistic as well, but we now have with the armor system some damage threshold that you need to meet in order to apply any damage, right?
Sure, but that's still subject to change,
Yeah,
being
it is
worked
subject to
on.
change.
We do have
And
future
also,
plans for
yes,
it. But
and also like nothing prevents you to go out in a group and use other different type of ships to bring down the armor, and then use other ship that has less powerful gun to then apply damage as well.
plus, it's bringing the right tool for the job.
Exactly.
The ship isn't designed to take on Polarises and Idrises. Well, it's not.
What is designed to take on a Polaris? Because I'd love to work.
If only we had a ship we could talk about.
Shame.
No, but there's again we run into the same thing that everybody's going to want their ship to do what they want. It's like this, and the reality is they're all designed to do different things. Some are designed to work in swarms.
Yep.
Like the Pitbull and whatnot. Others are just supposed to be the best ship ever until somebody puts the wrong guns on it.
What are you on about?
What's wrong with the guns?
Well, we made the better ones, remember?
Oh.
It's got its new guns. It's got its new guns at DefenseCon now.
Yeah, do we like the new guns more?
We like the new guns more.
Cool.
We like the new guns.
That's good because you made them.
No, I made both, so it's fine.
Yep.
Yeah,
I made everything.
Shout out to some again.
You're right. I made every ship. What am I saying?
I did actually make the guns.
I know you did.
Question for Dan: can I move a door frame 3 centimeters in the nose of the Ironclad?
Oh, that'd be Joe.
Joe,
That.
yeah.
That'd be Joe. Yeah,
Not anymore.
one of our door frames is like off by 3 centimeters, and he's shown it me, and he was like, "Can I fix it?" And I just went, "No," because the ship was like ready to go. I don't think anyone spotted it yet, but no,
You
no,
are
Joe.
aware.
Where's the
Reddit
camera?
posts looking for that.
No, not until it's posted on Reddit, and you link me the Reddit post. So there you go. Go find your
Oh, he can't make the post either.
Yeah. Joe has to link me the post. People on Reddit have to find the 3 centimeter door gap.
And Will can't make the post.
Yeah.
I see 3Dude31 uses his first time chat to say, "I want poop gameplay." Chris, what's your response?
That was a
Wow,
first-time chat.
that's a hell of a way to put me on the spot. Can I say no?
I mean, you did add the bucket.
I did add the bucket. The shiv bucket
You're
is
the
one
one
of
who added
mine.
the bucket, bro.
Who did the
Yeah.
ship bucket.
That's it.
Are you responsible for the shiv?
I am responsible for the shiv bucket, and I only mildly regret it.
What bit of it do you regret?
Can you sit on it?
Most of it.
That's nice. That's a good feature.
Yeah, it was one of those cases where we wanted to reuse this area, and Cutlass owners as a whole bemoan the fact that they don't have a
They
bathroom.
had their opportunity. The poll went up, and they voted for the Crusader shuttle, not the toilet.
So this is our consolation prize to all Cutlass owners. There's your bathroom.
That's so Drake.
As far as like where toilet gameplay is coming, dude, you're talking to the wrong man. I have no idea.
I just want to see what you do.
We do put a lot of bathrooms in, don't we?
Sometimes with the wrong amount of taps.
Yeah, we've got 2 on the Ironclad on each of them.
So it's correct.
Yeah.
Two bottles of water.
Wait. We have some 2-tap people at this table?
Yeah, all
This is
Everyone's. This is the 2-tap table.
Calm down.
Oh
calm down.
no, it is not. This is not the 2-tap table.
Here we go.
This is my table, son. This is a
okay.
1-tap table.
The table's made out of parts.
It's
We
split,
can
yeah.
just
move you away.
Are you all 2-tap people?
I think.
Yep.
Could be. I guess
in
the
this-
Italians aren't, I guess.
Never seen a top.
You've never seen 2-tap just come around my house, so you could.
Bring paintbrush.
Yeah.
So, love the bomb racks on the. Oh, it's right. I love the bomb racks on the tally, but we need a ripple selector to allow for actual carpet bombing. That sounds like a feature request.
Yeah.
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 Nice.
It's sort of, there's a limitation at the moment. It's not really a limitation, that there's a max number you can queue up of your ordnance.
It's quite high though, isn't it?
It can be, so it defaults to 4. We can do overrides per ship to give larger amounts, but it also applies to missiles as well. So in the Retaliators example, if we increase the base one to be, I think you can fit like 100 in of the Size 3 bombs in it. If we increase it to that,
All
you could
your
fire
torpedoes.
all your torpedoes all in one go.
I'm not hearing a downside.
Well, the issue is the animations on the rack would also all try to play simultaneously.
Yeah.
Doesn't it take time to like load them all up?
It does.
Not if you queued them all.
Yeah, you have to spend the time queuing them.
Yeah.
But yeah.
got like
fully
an
aware
flicker.
Spirit A1 owners are very mad about not being able to carpet bomb still.
So final words on the what is it called? The Pitbull, or if you look at the one map inside the show hall, the Pitbull.
I do think while we
I wonder if that was on purpose, because mostly
It was
internally
not
we've
on
been calling
purpose.
it the Pibble.
Well, we had that. There was that. You couldn't update the tips. There was that bug that the last 2 days before release.
Yep.
We're trying desperately to update the TIFF file, and they kept doing it. You want to talk about? Hey, well, whenever we do a big.
Move on. Just get on.
Line them up, that's fine. Let's get them going. Pull the string.
So, whenever we do a big show like this, there's invariably a whole bunch of questions about why didn't you fix this before you released this and stuff like that. There are now. It's no different. I've been at this for a long time now, and the short answer is you just can't. These aren't the guys that work on performance and stuff, and their work doesn't get held up by somebody else's work and stuff like that. Not if you can help it anyway. Sometimes it does, but sometimes it just takes. Sometimes it is so ridiculous how to where these bugs come from and how to fix them. For the last 2 days, this isn't a terrible bug, but for the 2 days before release, we couldn't update the TIFF files. Like we'd submit a new TIFF and it just wouldn't update. That's why there's a map in the show hall that says the Drake Pitbull right now, and we're all just looking at it going, we seriously can't fix the Drake Pitbull on a map? We know it's there. We can't fix that. It's like, no, there's other more important things to deal with right now.
I think also
There's other more important things.
like Groundhog Day as well. Because we were the same one. There's a paint that's gone out. The thumbnail's slightly wrong on it, and you update it, submit it, and the next day it's still broken. And you check, and all the work's been done. It's just like Groundhog Day moment.
Yeah.
And then you realise that it's not actually our fault. And
It's all triage. It's you do the best you can. You try to get as much as you can, but at the end of the day, it's the only alternative is 2017 and 3.0, and you end up with nothing out for 9 months. And we swore after that we would never do that again. So, all right. So that's the Drake Pitbull. You like it?
Yeah, I love it.
Cool. All right.
signed off. Let's go.
Done.
Next one.
That's the end of that conversation.
All right. So
Contribution here.
up next, let's look at a ship that releases tomorrow. So this will be many people's first look at the upcoming Origin M80. So before we switch to, oh no, we're going to do it now. There it goes.
You're eager, Will. You're eager.
Sorry. So before we switch to the M80, what is it? Let's set this up.
So the M80 is Origin's sort of debut into like dedicated combat ships, and it's a heavy fighter.
And and when was the last time we did an Origin ship? It's like
400i. No, so 400i is the last new
Yeah.
one. The X1 is the last release.
yeah, the last new Origin ship was the 400i,
Yeah.
and that was
2019.
was before the I thought it was during the pandemic.
It was like 2022.
I remember we teased it for a very long time.
no, it was during the pandemic. We recorded the CitizenCon
The 404.
video.
No, it wasn't. It was the 404. It was the spaceship not found. It was the first April Fool's.
Okay.
It was 2021 or 2022?
I think it's 2022 because it was like a ship.
Chat,
that was
help
built
us.
just before it- Chat. Yeah. Why are we asking like, everyone?
2021.
There you go.
Somebody in there was like, I can't believe they don't remember when they released the 400i. We make a lot of spaceships, folks. So yeah, we haven't touched Origin in so long. How exciting was it to come back and actually resurrect this brand that we haven't touched in so long?
Artist.
Okay, you talk to me. Yeah. Right. I think it was kind of a double-sided really, because it was not only was it an Origin ship that we haven't done in ages. I mean, I've not been involved in like an Origin start to finish new concept at all since looking after the ship team.
Oh yeah.
I was on it with the 400i for production, but not in terms of like the concept side. So we had new manufacturer, or not a new manufacturer to us to play with, but also it's their kind of debut into pure combat.
Yeah.
So that was also something else we could do. So we looked at it, and I've been obviously paying attention to what people's reaction has been and stuff, and some people have called out like, oh, this doesn't feel quite that Origin, this bit doesn't feel quite that Origin, but it was a chance to kind of look at the manufacturer kind of with fresh eyes.
Yeah.
It's a new role. It's where we want to take it. do we want to stick to the same old that we've done for all the kind of like more commercial stuff, or do we actually want to push the limits a little bit? You know, you look at a lot of kind of real world manufacturers of cars, and don't get me wrong, some do really cool things, and then others do interesting things. And I think, you know, you can. It's our chance to kind of just inject a little bit new life into the manufacturer.
Let's take a look. So this is the Origin 404. No, I went back to the old guy. The Origin, what is it called? M80.
M80.
Yeah. M80.
M80.
And this is a heavy fighter. And let's take a look at the exterior here. Talk to me about what we're looking at.
Well, yeah, we saw its party piece. I think one of the things with it being Origin is we wanted to make sure that we kind of kept it super sleek and kind of made sure that it has those kind of really nice kind of like flowing Origin lines. But obviously we didn't want to sacrifice functionality. And that's why, you know, when you kind of power the weapons on or off, you do have that big deploy. And I know, you know, when people were first looking at it, there was a lot of discussion over weapon sizes and whether or not it was undergunned or whether or not it was overgunned and everything. And then slowly a couple of people started to guess that, hang on a minute, there's some seams in these panels here.
Almost like we planned it.
Yeah, and I think, you know, it kind of shows that it's got some bite to it.
So what are our inspirations here? What were we thinking when we designed this?
So Jacob Lippold designed this one in the concept phase, and anyone who knows him knows that he's obsessed with planes, and you can tell. There is a strong contrast between the soft lines of the front and the strong lines of the rear. There is a strong contrast between the color as well. There is a lot of lines flowing into each other's, looping and reconnecting, typical of Origin. So it maintained that DNA, also evolving the tail in something that is exactly like the 100i, but just sleeker. So there is a lot coming from the aeronautics side. I'm thinking of like the Rafale F-35s, some Russian planes, and a lot coming from the automotive design world. So smooth transitions, very sleek German-Italian designs.
Because Origin in the lore is actually from Germany. It's Cologne, Germany, actually, if I remember that correctly. Is it possible to raise the landing gear and see what it looks like in flight mode?
Yep.
So that's one thing folks haven't seen yet. The preview images we put on social had the landing gear down. I noticed the landing gear is wheels. Origin sticking with the wheeled landing gear. I'm assuming somebody in chat is asking when ships will roll on the landing gear. Anything we can tell people about that?
Nothing beyond it is something we still want to do.
Yep. But we're not abandoning the idea of wheel landing gear. You know, texting. Now this is where it really starts to shine. Get a little lower if you don't mind. Yeah. Look at that thing without the landing gear. It's like, that is a good looking ship.
That's insane. I've never actually looked at it from the bottom. That's so good.
I always look at the bottom first.
There it is.
Yeah, there is so much parallax in the engines. There are so many lines that are absolutely intentional. Everything connects into each other. It's so masterfully designed.
Can we bring the weapons out again?
I remember, like, you know how the weapons come out from the side here? I remember seeing someone mention that they thought it might have been like a side ramp. So they were close. Like they spotted the seams. Like you guys have got like, you get given like one tiny image on Twitter, and you're able to work out that something's coming out of that.
I am terrified of them.
Yeah, they work anything out.
So what kind of performance we talking about here, Matteo?
Well,
it's a heavy fighter, but not all heavy fighters
It's a heavy
are.
fighter, but it's very sleek, looks very, very fast. So it's actually, we thought from the get-go, to be fair, with Georgi, our other designer on the team, that the interceptor role would have been perfect for this type of ship. So basically, I guess, yeah, you could expect this M80 to kind of go against the Scorpius in terms of performances. They're quite similar role and similar with similar capabilities, with differences in between the two, of course. But yeah, this is pretty much what you can expect. So very, very fast, straight line speeds. It's not the best in terms of rates and rotation and handling, but it's very fast. And especially with the speed that you can reach under boost regime, that is going to like help you a lot, especially like in group fights. It's going to be very, very interesting. As so far, like the Scorpius, we know nowadays is one of the best heavy fighters that we have in the lineup in terms of balancing and tuning and feel. And we think with the M80 was a good opportunity to kind of try to dive more into this type of tunings and into this type of experience specifically to make it shine as well.
So within the heavy fighter genre, there are individual tunings within. This is the interceptor tuning within heavy fighters.
Yes. So basically, like what we intend in terms of like interceptor tuning, it's basically you're trading up speed and you're trading agility and maneuverability over forward accelerations and speed, basically. So you can be faster. You're basically more a boom and zoomer / energy fighting type of style. And this is what the M80 is.
Okay. Let's go ahead and take a look inside. Now, one of the more interesting things, can we use the door? Do we have the option to go in through the...
Not right now, unfortunately.
Oh, the door's broken?
The animation.
It's just we're in editor mode. We're not
it's because of the editor. All right, because we're not in game mode. So it does. We did something really cool where the bottom of the ship is actually also the door.
Yeah, that's one of the kind of like the nods back to the 400i, where you have this kind of ramp that comes in, or staircase, I should say, that comes in from underneath the ship. It was kind of like a conscious decision of how do you want to get into this thing, and obviously, you can go kind of classic kind of fighter mode and get into the cockpit and then have to climb out back into the kind of interior. But we just felt that this kind of was a bit of a nicer entrance in.
Okay, and what are the amenities in here? It's got a bed. It's got
a bed. It's got weapon racks. It's got access to all your components. We wanted it to kind of keep its origin kind of DNA, but be in a heavy fighter. And so one of the things that is helpful is having kind of easy access to all your components. So we kind of prioritized that that kind of functionality as the kind of like the main thing that we really wanted on the interior of the ship, and then obviously being able to kind of stow your weapons and a bit of personal storage and that sort of stuff. It wasn't meant to be like an explorer or anything like that. It was supposed to be combat focused.
Yeah, it's got a little bit of space so you can keep general boxes from utility missions, so like the small ones that you gather, and obviously full SU, standard weapon racks, a little bit of personal storage, the core components to keep the ship actually running are all inside, so you don't have to go outside if they get damaged, so you can repair them from the inside. But obviously there's not enough space for all the components on the inside, so the less critical ones for being able to actually operate the ship are outside the ship.
So, will Origin ships in the future follow a similar design to the M80, says somebody whose name I'm not going to say out loud?
I think it really depends on the role and depends on what we want to do with it. I think obviously we want an Origin ship to feel like an Origin ship, and I think that's kind of key to it. And I think you see this lineup, or you see this vehicle kind of lined up against the other. You can see the high end of DNA from it, and that's what we want to kind of keep. It really depends on the role of the ship. If we do more fighters, we might take similar inspirations. If we do more commercial ships, we might not. I think in the more kind of commercial stuff, we've looked at a lot of like
luxury
yachts,
hotels,
luxury
spas.
yachts, that side of things. Whereas obviously, personally, a yacht doesn't feel very combat-y. So I think there's a lot of range within our manufacturers to experiment with visuals, and I think that's kind of one of the nice things of the game that we work on, is that we are able to kind of try new ideas and experiment with new kind of visual ideas.
It's combined two different DNAs, so you've got the Origin DNA, which Origin has its own identity, but you wouldn't expect a industrial Origin ship or a combat Origin ship to look the same.
No.
You'd expect them to be completely different, and this is one of our first times we've been doing very dedicated combat focused, like completely only combat focused Origin ship, and it has a little bit difference, but it's the same way that a combat Drake ship is a bit different from a combat.
I mean, the 325 is a combat ship, but it's a variant of an existing line, so there's only so much you can do with a variant.
Same
Exactly.
Like 125, and the M50 has that split of interceptor and racer. So,
but it's a true.
This is a
just
complete
dedicated
standalone
fighter
new
as is.
chassis. So.
You see it in real life automotive manufacturing and aeronautic manufacturing as well, that like even though Boeing makes planes, right, but they also make helicopters, and Rolls-Royce makes engines, not just like, you know, the
Mitsubishi make.
yeah, exactly,
Mitsubishi
yeah,
makes everything. Mitsubishi is my go-to every time.
I think they make our lift.
I need a product.
Sorry, you're touching on one of my biggest pet peeves here. When people are like, that doesn't look like X manufacturer or Y manufacturer wouldn't do that. I always go to Mitsubishi. About that. This is the same company
Look
that
at the
makes
Hilux
tanks,
versus the Supra.
Yeah.
Right? Like,
refrigerators, tanks, elevators.
I do think it's important to keep like some kind of core DNA. Like, you know, when there's a BMW really like, you know, right behind you, you know it's a BMW. But like, yeah, because it's right behind you. But there's always like these core parts of the DNA of like the manufacturer, which you know, I think Alberto touched on it perfectly when he was doing like the first fly around about how Origin always like reconnects the lines back around, and like it's that core art direction can be applied to other contexts.
yeah, there's core rules, isn't there?
Yeah.
And then there's areas to kind of flex those rules.
But even then, even brands evolve over time. I mean, in the fiction of our universe, some of these ships, like the Idris and the Javelin, are hundreds of years old. So why would an Aegis ship today look anything like an Idris that was designed 200 years ago and stuff? They got new people. They come in with new ideas, new technologies, stuff like this.
Zeus Mark 1 versus the Zeus Mark 2 is like probably the most clear example that the players would be familiar with.
I mean, technically, the Connie folks are flying right now as the Mark IV. You saw that change from the Mark III, back in the day. It's these RSI is a great one. You look at how the RSI, the new Aurora and stuff. It's not that the old ones never happened or whatever. It's that these things evolved.
And then within RSI as well, you have like if you look at like the Polaris, it's like the more military centered. Whereas like if you look at things like the Apollo, it's a little bit more cleaner and like not military. Right?
Look at the Connie as well, like the Phoenix. They're very different DNA, but at the same time, they're both very obviously RSI.
Yeah.
Belladrim had a question here. It says, for Matea, I guess, if you say it competes against the Scorpius, which is multi-crew, while this is solo, how do you keep the ship from being overpowered?
Well, as the most veteran pilot can attest, the turret on the Scorpio is actually a plus and not a minus. So the fact of that being multi-crew is not a downside at all. So I don't see specifically here in this context any problem in terms of balancing. To be honest, they're just going to be two different ships with different tools. They are covering the same role. One is going to shine on maybe certain tasks, the other one on others. So I'm positive that on the balance side it's going to be fine. It's going to be quite interesting seeing what people will prefer to go out and fight other people.
Someone is asking if the M80 has stealth features. I mean, a lot of that.
Turn off your signal, go down rapidly.
Very stealthy.
Well, there's a lot of folks who have watched that movie, see kind of a shared lineage with stuff. I thought the first time I saw it, I thought it was more akin to the fighter at the beginning of Top Gun Maverick, and what there's inspirations everywhere. So folks are asking about the stealth stuff. Of course, you can replace the components with stealth grade components and stuff. There'll be tunings that you can do, and then of course through crafting, there's the stealth grade components, and then there's the crafted stealth grade components and stuff. And you can make it quite more stealthy than it may be off the line.
It's not designed to be a stealth ship. It has nothing going for it that would force it to be stealth. Obviously, with crafting, with components, you can alter profile of a ship and how it works to a degree.
So interesting, because when it goes back to that question we had earlier about why would you put size 1 and size 2 repeaters in this thing. There's this. I think sometimes there's this concept that the ship that you get off the factory line that's supposed to be it. And no, we're building an MMO here, and a big part of all MMOs is upgrading from your common gear to your uncommon gear to your rare gear to your epic gear to your legendary gear, and being able to do that with not just weapons but all of these components and stuff is how you're able to take these ships from their base configurations and drive them closer to what you want. That's part of the fun in this. We're not supposed to just give you the best version of this ship right off the line.
Well, there are very, very few exceptions, but in almost every component the player gets in the stock ships is a C grade. It's a C. There's A and B to upgrade into. We do that on purpose. It's not that we put the wrong one on. It's always a C grade component.
Clearly there are of course boundaries where we think it's acceptable, for you to personalize the ship, because, for example, we don't I don't think we don't want a scenario where you can tweak your people to be an absolute truck. We want the DNA of the ship to stay in certain confined spaces, so to say, but inside those, we want for you to be able to, basically try to achieve whatever you want and have different play styles, basically. So if you want, for example, run a stealth build people with no shields and less guns, because you want the surprise factor, then you're free to do it, right? So.
But Droke will never talk to you again.
Yeah, well, clearly, you have to be careful on that.
I wonder how low the signal would go if you drop the shields off it. It must be tiny.
It must be tiny, yeah. So
And what guns are come on the M80 again?
2 size 4s, 2 size 5s, and then a bunch of missiles underneath, which not a lot of people talked about. I think they've seen it has lots of size 1 missiles, but there's actually some larger ones that also deploy out the bottom.
Oh, do we have the ability? No. Yeah, Will's shaking his head. We don't have the ability to deploy that.
Just imagine.
We don't have the technology. We can't rebuild it.
We had some technical issues before the show. Oh, the screen's back. Oh, no, it's not. Every time the fire goes, you can see it. You can see it's bad. All right. So, final word on the M80. We happy with it?
Yeah.
I think the team did an insane job, to be honest. Like, it wasn't something that we saw it from like the other side of the room, I guess, like watching the team tackle that. And
Is this an admittance that you didn't make it?
no, I didn't make it.
Well, we know that's not true.
Yeah.
But a lot of people did an incredible amount of work, and bro, I'm looking at it now, it's just insane.
It's fascinating to walk around the office, and in one half of the room, I'm looking at someone trying to make the dingiest, darkest, grubbiest wall they can, while making it look new. And then on the opposite side of the room, seeing someone trying to make something so shiny that you can see your own reflection in it.
I know.
And yet, we're just one company that seems to be able to make all these different styles. If only the brands could do that too.
The biggest...
Going back to my... brands can step outside of one... What's the biggest point of contention, Ben?
Have we busted the myth that there's no
I
such
think
thing?
Ben can do anything, is what I'm saying. He can do anything he wants.
Except get lights working.
He doesn't have to have rules, is what I'm saying. I think you can do whatever you want.
Have we busted the myth that there's no like Drake team or a side team, Misk team?
This annoys
like,
me as well.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Everyone's like,
Well, who's on the Drake team?
It's like the Origin team have been asleep for the last 4 years.
The Origin team, they just went on holiday, we just forgot to let them back in.
That's true. I suppose they're not being a new Origin ship since 2021, kind of.
We had to hire a bunch of new people just to specialize in
those
that.
guys have been waiting for 5 years on the website to make a ship.
That's how long the M80 took to make. It was like 5 years of just cooking.
Yeah, it was. Yeah. Now some part of that we caused. There were early ATVs where we made statements like, this studio is more focused on this manufacturer and stuff like that. We caused that misconception way back in the day. But yeah, as the project has evolved and stuff like that, it's become much more homogenous.
Yeah.
Like this. Oh, my computer just crashed. Okay, no more questions. I'll reboot it here while we're looking at the next thing. So, from the M80, on which comes out on tomorrow. What day is tomorrow? Saturday. I like having a guy here. That's easy. That's great.
You can just stay there, bro.
What are you doing on Thursdays?
We can get my laptop, no longer be ordered. I do concept art.
Yeah, so that's day 3. On day 5, we introduce another ship that could be considered a surprising addition for DefenseCon. DefenseCon, everybody assumes, the DefenseCon or Invictus, whatever you happen to call it, is always going to be fighting ships and stuff.
I don't know.
Somebody's phone going?
Yeah.
Was that you or me?
It's me.
All right.
Remind me to take my medication.
No medication.
No medication.
We're
So
working.
let's do this.
All right, we got a timer, guys, and that's the Misk Starlight from. I already said it, Misk. Let's take a look at the Starlight real quick. Look at this.
What a
Now,
cute little lad.
This is the cutest little thing. The first. So I'm gonna pull the curtain back a little bit. There is going to be a trailer for this. It's magnificent. It's one of my favorites we've ever done. Our creative director, who makes all of these things, she was already on the tap for a TSG trailer, and we can go and circle around. A TSG trailer, a DefenseCon trailer. There's going to be an M80 trailer tomorrow that's also phenomenal. And doing three trailers at the same time. Doing three trailers at the same time is already a lot. And then she saw this guy, and she's like, I have to do a fourth trailer. And I'm like, you're going to kill yourself. I'm like, I don't care. Look how adorable it is. It looks like a Pixar thing at the front. But so this is a refueler. Why make a new refueler?
Because we need another one. Like the opening into refueling can't be the Starfarer. It's too big. It's too far on through the game progression. We needed something earlier, smaller, just for one person to get out there and start engaging with the gameplay.
Yeah, and as a sort of one of the early design brief parts of this was to have interoperability with the Starfarer, so it reuses the Starfarer fuel pods, and they are quite large. And just having one sort of didn't really give you that much fuel to do refueling with. So
plus we needed the two types of fuel.
And like you say, we'd need two, one for if you want quantum and hydrogen. So it becomes quite a large ship for what is essentially a starter in the refueling career, but it does everything the Starfarer does in about a quarter the size.
Yeah. Well, does it confuse its occupants trying to find their way through the interior?
Well, then you can get lost in this.
Yeah,
then it doesn't do everything the Starfarer does.
It's not a multiplayer.
It does all of the refueling gameplay that the Starfarer does. God, I love this ship.
Yeah, it's cool.
It was. I remember when we first kicked off the concept, and we were like, okay, let's get the fuel pods in. We're like, in the volume we had. Where are we going to put the ship? Because they're so big.
But there is a reason it looks so cute and chubby, because there was no space left.
Yeah.
This is a lathe concept.
Yeah,
right?
it's a lathe.
This is from lathe, and he had to squash a lot of components, like an entire dashboard, interiors, in a very limited amount of space with these massive refueling ports. So.
And it needed the refueling arm.
Yeah. And beetles.
And they need to be accessible, so they can be tracked beamed out. So yeah.
And I wanted a lift.
Might want a lift. It was one of those things where the requirements were like, there was a long list of things that we needed to kind of tick off as we were concepting this, and I think they kind of smashed it. It looks. We talk about recognisable manufacturers.
Oh, more MISC than this.
Yeah, this is MISC through and through. And again, but this does kind of also feed into that argument of manufacturers evolve. You look at our early MISC concept ships, and they had one style, and over the recent kind of releases, we've tried to kind of modernise that style a bit, and I think this is kind of really successfully kind of delivered on the MISC kind of DNA. It's cool. I don't like calling ships cute because people shout at me for making ships that are too cute.
Mudang of spaceships.
Yeah.
The pipes in there are so good. It's just insane the amount of attention to detail.
I think what's kind of successful as well is not only is it instantly recognisable as a MISC ship, it instantly recognisable as an industrial, a refueler. You kind of know what you're getting straight from the first look.
And it's got a window.
Can't not when the pods are taken up. What?
Well, yeah, exactly. Yeah.
It's got a window that lets you look out at a big fuel tank.
Yep. Make sure no one's stolen your.
Make sure it's still there.
Yeah.
Or entrepreneur and jerk pilots.
It's this kind of design here function. It's very reminiscent of the Golem, actually, with the whole. It's building a ship around the feature. Is this been a conscious decision?
I think. Well,
it was the only way.
Yeah, and I think visually we had the Starfarer obviously, and that had its kind of gantries at the back, and there was no way we were fitting that sort of that functionality onto this, and it doesn't really need the gantries, but I think we kind of wanted to again bring some of those little nods, those little bits of DNA back into it. So yeah, it's cool.
For your statement earlier, John, where you said it does almost everything the Starfare does. Does it refine the gas?
It
doesn't.
Doesn't. No.
It doesn't.
So the refueling side, yeah, you need
It
to.
does all the refueling.
It does the refueling.
It doesn't do
side,
the
yeah.
additional
If
stuff.
only, if only there was a
Confuses.
refinery.
There was no space for anything
Yeah.
else.
So it doesn't do the refueling and stuff like this. EF Typhoon says, weird how no ships were ever released weaker than anything else. We're literally looking at one. We release starter ships all the time, and every starter ship is weaker than everything because it's a starter
I'd
ship.
already forgotten the cutter when it came out.
Yeah. We release weaker ships all the time. It's just not good for somebody's narrative at the moment. Is Lamp working on some of the new ships?
Yes.
No.
M80,
No, 'cause it's got an interior walking space. Which
but the canopy ejects. I'm pretty sure it works. It
It
worked
might
on
allow-
my machine.
So does that mean it's John's fault if it doesn't work in release?
No, it would be mine because I will have gotten to change it to the correct setup.
Oh.
But you can't have done because the canopy ejects.
We can move stuff with now, but it might not be. It might be
Yeah,
working.
So it's
I might be wrong.
Ding ding.
The answer is find out tomorrow.
It is just a case of it. We're not actively choosing not to put Lamp on the new ships. It's just whether.
I did a post on Spectrum about it
Yeah.
a few weeks back that
Yeah.
explained it's not we're choosing to ignore Lamp. It's this is how ships are built. They're built one of two ways, and one way supports out of the box.
And the
other way
feature of
doesn't.
Lamp needs to evolve to the
Yes.
next stage, and then it will apply to everything.
It's another thing that Ben is annoyed by beyond lighting is
I mean, when
lack of Lamp.
the code side of it works, they're already set up for
Yeah.
Lamp. All the setups there, they just don't work.
Yeah, so no fuel harvesting gameplay. Like I said, this is a starter. This is an introduction to the refueling.
It has all of the refueling features that the Starfarer has. It doesn't have the other stuff. It's just the refueling side of it.
And a number of new improvements coming to that gameplay. The process of refueling has gotten easier. You no longer have to open your nozzle and stuff like that. And they've added refueling beacons. At the moment, only NPCs come to respond to the beacons, but that'll continue to evolve like any other feature, and to push to more and more players and stuff. But it's refueling and medical gameplay are two of the loops that separate Star Citizen from a lot of stuff. I'm going to be real frank. They both need a lot of work. They both need some more development. Let's just get that out of the way. But they're loops that aren't for you. It's like everything else. You understand bounty hunting is for you. You get the thrill of the hunt and the kill. Cargo and mining and salvage is for you. You're building your empire and stuff and amassing your fortunes and stuff. No matter all the fighting, all the adventuring, all the industrial, it's all for you. But then there's mining, there's medical, and there's refueling, which is just about helping your fellow citizen. That's really all it is. Nobody's going to get rich making refueling ships. It's just not going to happen. And nobody's going to get rich going out and patching people up. You've been done. But it's such an amazing opportunity for Star Citizen gameplay to push beyond the more obvious things into this kind of altruistic thing. And we need to be better at supporting it and to continue developing it, because there's something really special in both of these. And yes, this is the first step in refueling gameplay in almost a decade at this point.
Yeah.
So hopefully we continue to push this. Because things like refueling and medical are really exciting, because it's nice to see somebody who's like, you go to a bar citizen like, oh, I'm a medic, and I just play the game to help other people, and I love that. So I'm hoping if we can keep pushing refueling gameplay, I'll start to hear, oh, I'm just a refueler. I just go and I just help people. Yeah?
That's what Alberta does.
Well, we actually got
I heal people.
we got a few nice things changed when we obviously we looked at refueling again a little bit for the Starlight coming out, and it's resulted in a few benefits for the Starfarer. With the pods got some more tension, some art cleanup, making them easier to get on and off both the Starfarer and the Starlight. We ended up changing how the nozzle worked. So at the moment you could change the nozzle on the Starfarer, but you could only do it if you did it through the VMA. But because we got the nozzles to be shared between them, we changed how the art was attaching, the items were attaching, so you'll be able to change nozzles between the Starfarer and the Starlight, and it just gave it a bit more time. But you're right, it does need more time, more development on it, because it's a really cool gameplay loop for someone that wants to do that.
Quantum Space Weasel says, why are you not incentivizing in-game financial rewards for all gameplay loops equally? You need to be able to get rich doing all loops. No. No. You don't. Not every game loop is supposed to be a path to riches. That's basically what I just got done saying. It's like not all ships are supposed to be able to do all missions. Not all ships are supposed to be able to kill all other ships. It's like this. There are choices to be made, and in Star Citizen, you're not meant to be one thing. You're not meant to be only this. You know, I'm only a miner, and that's the only loop I do. If that's what you choose, so be it. But we are attempting to build a universe here where you're a miner on Monday, and you're a hauler on Tuesday, and you're a salvager on Wednesday, and maybe you're a medic on Thursday and stuff. And they all provide unique and interesting experiences with all their own unique and interesting rewards, should we do this right. And no, not every profession needs to be a path to insane riches.
It's not always about the destination to wealth in that case. Sometimes it's about the journey, just the experience.
Anything else we want to share about the Starlight?
I think one thing that excited me about the Starlight was how, because we obviously heard about it being in development while we were doing the Ironclad, and we can like rearm and refuel inside of the Ironclad Assault. And someone made a good point, like, oh, you can just stay out in space in the Ironclad and just go and refuel it, and then have all your smaller Pitbulls come out of that, and you can like stay out in space. And that was like when it first started to click for me that, you know, when you talk about how it's not about necessarily being, you know, this path to riches, but if you're like the refueling guy for like a bigger org, and that bigger org has got these bigger initiatives, and they're taking on, like, they're making money doing these other things, you might not get rich doing it, but you might get paid really well if you're really, really good at it. And you've, you know, maybe there's like, I'm sure there's orgs out there that heard what we were talking about, and it's like, well, we could have like a fleet of refueling ships, and their only job is to just make sure that all of our fighters and all of our big ships have got fuel. And at that point, maybe you could get rich because you're part of that bigger ecosystem and that bigger progression.
Oh yeah, and as you know, tactical strike groups, which just came out in 4.8 here, is this next big step towards these more ship-based, coordinated ship-based gameplay. There are, of course, players and organizations out there that have been doing fleet ops for years and stuff. As those technologies continue to develop, as armor continues to come on, as Maelstrom comes online, as time to kill starts to expand and stuff like this, and there's more time out in the fight. There's more capital ships come online. The Javelin after the Idris, the Odin, you know, and so like this, there will be more opportunities to, oh, this fight isn't done, and for these larger ships, they can't fit in the bay of an Idris and can't fit in the bay of an 8-9 jump. They're going to need refueling ships in order to stay in the fight and stuff. So there's even a role within fleet ops for refueling ships, and which is why, to answer the question that we started at the beginning of this, why a refueling ship is at defense con, which I just remembered to come back around to.
Nice.
It's like Origin 2.
Sometimes it works. All right, we have got one more ship to look at today, and that is, I sat in a room. We sat in a room. We sat in a conference room with Chris in the middle of last year, pitching the ships for 2026 and whatnot. And after I got done begging, please, can we just do an Origin? I just would like an Origin, please. And whatnot. I just we pushed our luck, and I stood in front of the big man himself and said, Chris, it's a shark with a frickin' laser beam on its head. And that's the story of the Aegis Tiburon. Let's take a look at the Aegis Tiburon. So this is more than just a hammerhead that just stuck a laser on. Look at this thing. Take us around and tell us what we're looking at, Ben.
Well, the original brief was, let's add a beam weapon to the hammerhead, and like you say, with every time we showed this in concept, it needs to be more shark, and I think, you know, I hope that we nailed it in the end. So I'll be honest, I was a little bit skeptic about how far to push it, and I think that's fair. And then I got, I'm just going to say it, I got an image of Bruce from Finding Nemo, and it was like this. I remember going to Alberta and being like,
Yeah, we sat down.
yeah, and it's like,
How?
okay, but I think you know it. I think you know, this is Sam as well, wasn't it? That did
It
this.
was Sam
yeah,
again,
yeah. I think it was one of those where we pushed and pushed and pushed it, and then we kind of all saw it. It was like, yeah, he's nailed it. Like he's got it. It's still, you know, it definitely has that shark DNA. There's no, you know, hiding from that. But it feels like a ship that could exist. It feels very brutal. It feels very aggressive, and it's got that absolutely exquisite line that just runs all the way down from the side down to the very, very tip.
Yeah.
And I think, and it still sits in that sort of like that age of Aegis next to the hammerhead, and that's something we were really, really conscious of doing, is because it was being built around the hammerhead as its core. We wanted to make, you know, it would have been so easy to push its kind of let's call it its manufacturing date, you know, far into the future. We didn't want that. We wanted it to kind of feel like it's still kind of sat alongside the hammerhead nicely. Yeah, I think it's super cool. And then the other kind of like, I guess, not happy accident, but the result of us having to put more time into it than we were expecting was we took a look at the turrets, and one of the things we looked at was like, actually, this would be a really good opportunity to put remote turrets onto it, and I think that was kind of absolutely the right decision. I think, you know, functionality wise, that's super good. It allowed us to.
And don't bury the lead here. These are remote turrets, so your crew is not spread all.
Well, they are.
Not to the extent.
Not to the extent, yeah. They are much better protected within their kind of like little cubby holes. But
Gives them much better visibility.
yeah,
as well.
the kind of like the visibility, the range, just how we can package it, I think it's super cool. One of the things that, you know, every time we kind of showed Mark the concept, we had the weapons on the outside, and he's like, no, put them on the inside, and then we'd flip them. And I think, you know, little decisions like that kind of really improve the gameplay. It's like super cool. And then, yeah, just visually, obviously the front looks like a shark, and then we kind of tried to kind of build on that with like the little armor pockets on the side that kind of feels like the gills, the kind of the big fin in the middle, which is actually like a big kind of cooling mechanism for the main laser. So we wanted to make sure that, you know, we didn't want it to be just add a fin down the middle. We wanted to give these things purpose, and obviously you've got a massive beam on the front of it, so we needed to kind of build in those kind of like cooling elements. And so it was one of those things where the more time we spent with it, the more things fell into place. So yeah,
You definitely exceeded the original.
the original brief was
mandate
like,
was,
yeah, can we just put a laser beam on it? Like, yeah,
Yeah.
easy, yeah,
Like-
2
like-
weeks.
I remember every time we were going through the concept meeting, every time Ben was coming back and being like, oh, well, it needs to be more shark, and I just kept thinking to myself, this still has the same delivery date, more shark. This is starting to look like a lot more modifications, more shark. Okay, Ben.
There's this thing that I've learned that happens with art directors, creative directors, whatnot. You know, for 4 days of the week, there will be you're just adding to my plate. You're asking for too much. That's way out of scope. Whatnot. And then something like this, where all you had to do was stick the laser on the hammerhead. It's like, no, we're just going to completely redo this, and now we're going to make it so much more than it was. It's that duality of art directors and creative directors is always amusing to me.
Sorry.
No. It's wonderful. No, you do not have to apologize for this ship. This
Yeah.
ship is
And,
gorgeous.
like the production team absolutely nailed it as well. I mean, they did a fantastic job with it.
I love the VFX on the laser beam. It's so cool when it actually fires and everything.
And it has a shark paint.
Yeah, and yes, it does have a shark paint. It does have a little. It's not the same as the Idris. It's got its own.
Not the same, yep.
It's got its own shark paint. The interior is very similar to the Hammerhead because this was also an opportunity to gold standard the Hammerhead out. What is different about the interior?
So obviously the front changes because of the fact that there's a giant laser beam on the front of it. So the
No
first
docking
thing,
collar.
yep. So there's no docking collar. Instead, it's got a much more expansive armory. So there's way more plugged into that. So there's way more for you to be able to actually use it.
So what does losing the docking collar do, though? Because folks have been asking in the chat what happened to the docking collar.
It doesn't have a docking collar.
Yeah.
There is
What does
no
that do
docking.
for your gameplay?
I mean, it has to land in hangars at this point, so you lose some flexibility for having a ginormous laser beam.
And huge armory.
Yeah.
And the other question folks have had is, who fires the laser? Is that pilot controlled?
It's the pilot.
And so it is another pilot controlled laser.
The pilot does not have control of the remote turrets.
Gotcha.
So those do require someone to be sat in them.
And lots of questions. So at this moment, the only beam weapon in the game is the K kit for the Idris.
Yep.
That's had somewhat of a dubious existence since it came out. You know, lots of what's the word I'm looking for? Lots of contentious comments about it being OP. In one patch it's OP, in another patch it doesn't seem to hit anything and do any damage and whatnot. What's been going on with the Idris laser? Let's talk about that.
I can't remember if it was late in 4.7.2 or in 4.8 PTU, but there were some fixes done that improved the hit registration of it, and also there was a bug where if you hit an attached item, say like a door, such as the front of the Idris, which is all doors, it was not correctly passing damage up the ship. That's now fixed in 4.8, but there are still some other quirks regarding it not correctly doing damage.
So almost the inverse of the command module thing.
Yes.
The command module, we need it to pass
Exactly.
damage, and this one it wasn't passing.
Yeah, I mean, both of them are sort of tortuously related in that it's failing to pass damage in the correct way up and down the hierarchy. But people are working on it. They know what is wrong with it. It's just trying to find an elegant solution. Like most game development, in any studio, you fix one thing. Doesn't mean you don't make two other issues.
And does that with the K kit on the Idris, because there is no Idris K.
Yeah.
There's an M and a P, and then a kit that you can apply. Does that apply to the Tiburon?
Yes, it applies to any beam weapon. So it also impacts the Mauler in TSG. That also has two beam weapons on it for shooting at you. But yeah, it equally affects all of them. We have so many different ways of doing gameplay. I'm trying not to explain what the reason is because I don't want people to abuse
Fair enough.
the way around it until we fix it.
But there have been fixes in the last.
Yes, it should be in a much better position in 4.8 than it was in 4.7.2.
Okay. And then it'll continue to improve.
Yeah.
Anything else we need to share about that? Let's take one more look at the Tiburon, because it's just a really good looking ship.
I think the only thing for me to talk about is like this completes the trifecta of heavy gunships.
Right.
So you have the Hammerhead, which is your anti-fighter. You have the Perseus, which is your anti-large ships, and then this is sort of your anti-capital. Everything is designed to face forwards with this, to put that pain.
It's also a bit of the gunship mentality has always been engaging multiple targets. So the Hammerhead and the Perseus are all about Perseus, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Hammer and the Perseus are all about attacking multiple targets simultaneously, and this is a gunship, the first one that's like no, focus fire to take down capital ships.
It still has those 4 remote turrets, so it can spread its fire, but really you want all that fire going in one direction.
It still has its anti-fighter turret at the very rear, just for a little bit more coverage. But realistically, your 4 main turrets at the front, they're designed to hit something bigger. You might be able to hit a fighter with it if you're a very, very good shot and the pilot isn't trying to avoid you, but realistically you're aiming at something big because you want to hurt it.
Yeah, and the tuning reflects that as well in general. So this, from the batch of ship that we have for 4.8, for us has been probably the most difficult one to tackle, because it has a very specific purpose, and you want as a designer, right, to let the ship fulfill that purpose. And if it has to be the only one, only just that one. And the risk with this powerful weapon was basically to let that be too effective against even everything else that was not supposed to be. So for example, against a Perseus or against a smaller ship like the Constellation. So our challenge here was to kind of try to make the ship interesting in order to go up against capital ships. So basically was having enough maneuverability and enough agility to cope up with an Idris right, and be somewhat safe just by orbiting around, keeping the distance, but also to not be effective against something more small and agile, like for example a Perseus. So the way we did that was basically playing out with the overall like feeling of the ship. So the ship is going to feel way less, like way more heavier than a Hammerhead, for example, even though they are similar. Clearly, like you have a giant laser beam on top of your head when you're piloting it, so you're going to feel it. You're going to struggle to stay on a smaller target because, once again, the ship is going to be not responsive at all. But clearly, you don't need that against a very giant target like an Aegis or even something bigger, right? So this is going to be interesting to see come in play because also it's not going to be as armored as the Perseus and the Hammerhead itself, so it can be potentially threatened by those smaller ships. So maybe a Perseus showing up in the battlefield will pose a serious threat against a Tiburon and can maybe nail that quite quickly if their gunners are very strong.
Well, that's really, as you said, that's sort of the rule. The Perseus is designed to take out other ships of its class. So
it'll also be very susceptible to torpedoes because of the fact that it's lost all of its anti-fighter turrets, except for the one at the rear. If there's a Polaris in the area, the big turrets aren't really going to be able to stop it.
If the turrets work, or the torpedoes work.
Yeah. There's that.
I've seen the same question a few times in chat. We saw it when we saw. Please do a mining hammerhead. Now I want to battle mole.
Yeah, don't people use them to fight anyway?
One of the questions that's coming up in the chat a lot, it was on social media, is obviously this was built on the Hammerhead chassis. Is it a variant? I'm always curious about this question because there have been some very clear rules about this since the beginning of the project. A variant shares the name of the base ship. It's an Avenger Warlock. It's a Constellation Phoenix. It's an Aurora LX or whatnot.
Saber Raven.
It's a Saber Raven. When it shares the name of the base ship, that's a variant. When it doesn't share the name of the base ship, it's not a variant. But that rule has been in place since the project began. But there's always, nevertheless, 13 years on, we still get a lot of questions and whatnot.
325A COF.
Yeah.
15P.
Yeah. There's always a very clear a naming attachment to the base ship. We're always very deliberate when we do that. And one of the reasons when we do, from the Mantis to the Meteor, and one of the reasons we changed the name is to make it, we thought, very clear that this is not a variant. This is a wholly new ship built on existing chassis. The way that there are multiple ships built on the old Challenger chassis for Dodge, or there was a Charger actually, not the Challenger. It's like that. So we can clear that up right now, and hopefully that can get picked up and people can shout from the rooftops. When the name is different, not a variant. When it's the name plus a different differentiator, or in your case for the Origin ships, if it's a number difference, it's the same. So with that, how are we feeling about this ship? So this defense con, we have a pretty wide variety of ships. The Ironclad and the Ironclad Assault. I mean, I don't know how you're going to make another cargo ship after the Ironclad. Personally, the Ironclad, I've been saying this for the last year. It's for my money, it's the best cargo ship.
So challenge accepted.
We have all the letters of the alphabet.
For the whole
Remember
series.
that.
You did a whole video on that one, Jared.
No, I think we made it very clear the whole series is dead. There's no more hulls to be made after that.
Z?
Because we can.
So so the Pitbull for the snub fighters, a relatively a small class of ship. No pun intended. That's just with the Fury and might be some use for snub. More snub ships in the future. Do I want to hint at Alien Week? No, I don't want to mention Alien Week now. The Starlight, I did no such thing. The Starlight pushing refueling gameplay and making it more accessible to new people, and of course the Tiburon rounding out that trifecta, as you said, of heavy gunships between anti-fighter, anti-gunship, and anti-capital ship. At this point, that's the end of the show today. But come on back on Sunday of all days, Sunday, May 26th, for the last ship being revealed at DefenseCon, where we're gonna go all through the Anvil Odin, the new battle cruiser that's becoming available on the same day. We're gonna fire up the thing. We're gonna go inside the concept model. We're gonna explore the rooms inside. We're gonna take a better look at a concept ship than we've ever done, assuming it works. That's why we've made Alberto sit here. We're doing this now. We're gonna go off the air and then we're gonna do it, and it'll be pre-taped because none of us are coming into work on Sunday. So come on back on Sunday, the May, what did I say it was?
24.
May 24th. Let's have, I love having the guy here.
It's not the first time.
Have a guy here. What did I say? The 26th?
Yeah.
Yeah, the 24th. I love having a guy here. Just to bring. I should have like a little Ed McMahon.
We'll just make him a little working terminal. You can just start doing concept mesh.
Yeah. But yeah.
All I hear is you've got a new office. Like,
It's a nice office.
yeah.
He's just empty for like most of the
Oh,
day.
we
So you
missed
just sat here on your own.
You get a nice.
Sorry, Jared, you're trying to close, aren't you? Sorry.
Anyway, thanks for watching, everybody. I'll thank you guys at the end of the second half, and then you guys have still got to work. Thanks for watching, everybody. Come back on the 24th to check out part 2 of this with the Anvil Odin. Be sure to check out the M80 coming tomorrow, the Starlight coming on Monday, and then the Tiburon coming on Wednesday. I did that right?
Sure.
Yeah.
Probably. The schedule's online, folks. And remember, no matter what you see as far as the free fly goes, we are not going to start that free fly until the issues with the mission system subside. So I can't tell you when that's going to happen. There's just more. It's more important that we protect the current experience as much as possible for existing players than open it up to everybody else. So we're just gonna sit and we're gonna wait. And when we feel the game is in a better spot, that's when we'll fire up that free fly for your friends. So thanks for watching. See you next week, everybody. Bye.
In June of
Yeah, some interesting information out of that, including. Huh?
I don't want it.
Oh, I got the stream up, but I was playing today's video out of SIG, and it. One of the things they said was competing ship. Somebody asked a question about a competing ship with the Polaris, and one of the devs made a comment about, can we talk about, or he didn't say can we talk about, he said, gee, if there were just another ship that would be able to do that, you know, in that tone that's like, guess what's coming.
Oh, like Hammerhead one, or?
No, it's more something else that'll be able to compete with
something else in the works.
that will compete with the Polaris, basically. The Hammerheads, it might be able to take a Polaris, but the problem is the Polaris is super upgunned in comparison. If it stays out of its range, you know, that kind of thing. I mean, you ripple fire 8 torps at the Tiburon. It doesn't have any point defense.
Oh yeah, totally.
Yeah.
It's just shocking.
Right. So, you know.
I mean, they might be able to shoot them the turret. Maybe the turret can take them.
Yeah, but if you got fighters with you, heavy bombers, whatever, you know, a smart person would have a few fighters going after it too, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
think that's everything. Oh, that's what I had to check for. You know those commodities I bought last night for a ship, to put on a ship so we could rearm, repair, etc.
Okay.
They're not in my inventory.
Uh,
Yeah.
Did they hot patch?
Nope. Not yet.
Okay.
So basically, I took the last of my money when I bought that stuff, and it's all nothing shows up in the inventory. Freaking pisses me off. So because I'm pissed off, I'm gonna go kill some stuff.
Okay.
Actually, let's try this thing. I gotta, not that, this. Oh, it's lightning only? Hmm. Right now I'm just setting up a couple of my armor sets so I can swap in and out of them quick. It's tough too because I don't have the stuff I used to have.
Yeah, most everything I wore was bought anyways. I always wore that. I
Yeah, I mean, most of it I own, so, or I did own. I'd collected it, that kind of stuff. Or bought the stuff that I like to use, like, different colored variants of stuff.
wonder if I should just start on the salvage path now so we can get frickin' the resources.
Yeah,
off the salvage line. Since the bounty hunter line, there's no freaking cargo inside anybody anymore, it seems like. Unless they change that.
Thanks, pink. Yeah. I'm going to be doing some of that too. Right now, I'm trying to get rid of this stupid pink weapon.
Yeah.
Give me a pink weapon. Well, at least that came with a size 4 scope on it.
Right.
That's one I picked up last night. I had a scope on it already. I'll just go with that. I only had one of those. Shit. You know, it is kind of funny if you think about it. For those like me that had bought a lot of the gear or got subscription gear and stuff. This wipe has kind of shown us how little we actually have.
Well, I don't have much, that's for sure.
Yeah. And I mean, that's what I was saying though, but even those like me.
Well, we got ships. I mean, we got,
Yeah, but you can't do anything. I mean, you got to use them default again. It's like, man, I can't even.
Oh, the default, oof.
Yeah.
Well, granted, I've stripped some components, don't get me wrong, flying a ship with some grade B military, but not much, mostly grade C.
Yeah, it's weird. All right. So, got those.
Or we start on one of the reputation paths that gets us Vandal or ASD, or let's start on those, because
Yeah, we can do that.
at least we know I know I can get B grade pretty easily, military size 1.
Yeah, I mean we could do that. I just got to make sure to grab ammo and weapons because I am bare bones now.
Yeah, I'm running around in a flight suit. Well, I'm doing ship combat, so I'm in a flight suit. I think I have enough money left still to buy, if I could find my armor that I like, that black. It used to be at freaking Area 18, but now it's not there.
Yeah, they've changed a lot of shit. I went to get boxes at the cargo station in orbit. They didn't have them down in the cargo bay, down in the cargo area. You know, 1 SCU, 2 SCU, 4 SCU. They're not listed anymore.
Why the hell wouldn't those be down there?
Don't know, they're gone. And so I took a chance. I went to gallery. I was able to find the 1 and 2s in the
Platinum Bay.
Platinum Bay, yeah. And that's it. Now, why would they remove, like you said, why in the hell are they removing the cargo boxes out of a cargo place and stations?
Yeah, it doesn't really make much sense.
It doesn't.
I think that'd be the one place you could find anything.
Yeah.
For cargo, right?
Yeah. Well, that's where they were before too. I mean, that makes sense. That's where they should be. It's like every time they make something that should be, they decide that's I don't know what they decide. It's odd. What the hell? Oh, this is annoying.
Almost going into that now.
Okay, we got that. Got ammo. Food and water. All right. Let's go kill some stuff. Well, when you're ready and know where you want to go, let me know. I'm going to go do something while you're getting set up or whatever.
I'm already set up. I'm running a mission over Kirsten right now.
Oh.
Just some bounty. Just doing some basic bounty, trying to get that rep going, you know?
Yeah, I can do a few of those.
Iron Fence, what do you think?
Huh?
Gave you options.
It's 9 o'clock already? What the hell?
Yeah.
Wow. Of course, I didn't get home until 7 o'clock, so I was out on the bike all day.
Oh, cool.
Riding the Goldwing around.
My brother loves that thing, Goldwing.
Yep.
Oh my gosh.
Yep.
He's like, it's the best riding bike ever.
He's not alone.
Yeah,
And of course, this weekend is the festival thing called Automotion here in my state. Probably 30,000 cars, bikes, trucks in a town of 2,500 people. It's like the Sturgis of, cars, trucks, and
Wisconsin.
bikes. Yeah. And I mean, the roads are packed, of course. There's stuff they set up different areas like the burnout pit, and anybody can go in. You just get in line, you can go in and do donuts and burnouts, shit like that. Watch a guy tear the front half of his car off. There's people that come from all over the world for this and bring a car specifically for this stuff. Then there's the demo derbies, there's the racetrack, just all sorts of quarter mile, just all sorts of shit. And of course a lot of people and a lot of nice cars, a lot of nice trucks. One guy didn't like me asking him why he drives around a lawnmower, though. He's like, "Well, what do you drive?" I said that. And he didn't say anything. I don't think he appreciated the lawnmower sound his car, so-called car, was making, I do that a lot, though. I just get on my grandson. Two of them have what I call lawnmowers for cars. Boy, they hate that. They give me shit all the time.
All right. Well, what do you think? You want to do like bounty hunter, mercenary, go to Nyx and start on that chain?
Well, why don't we do the?
I mean, there's.
I was just thinking we could try a CZ too. You know.
Those?
Huh?
Yeah, I mean.
Or not a CZ. What's the one that's got the elevator at the end? We get all the good shit out of.
Exactly.
Huh? Yeah.
What?
What was the mission that we were doing where you get to the end and you get the elevator and you get to pull all those different components and the 20 boxes of loot? What mission was that?
Well, there's the Vandal Smugglers one that has where you go and you do the Polaris and you got all those size 1, and at the end of there's the room, you go to the warehouse.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you get the big elevator and you get size 3, size 1, size 2.
Let's do that one.
Military components.
Yeah,
but we got to get the rep. We got to build rep to do it.
Oh, what's it under?
I have to look. It's a contractor. You got to be in Nyx to get them.
Oh. Okay. Because I mean, I was doing missions last night. I'll go out. Well, then let's concentrate on what rep though. We got to figure that out.
Yeah, I know. I'll recognize it once I get in Nyx and do it.
Well, why go to Nyx if we're got to do rep?
Well, they don't have it here.
Right, but we got to get the rep before we can go there. That's what I'm getting at.
True, but you can't take their missions in Stanton that I know of. I don't think.
Well, how'd we did it from Stanton before? Those missions. The mission I'm thinking of, that mission is in Pyro, not Nyx, isn't it? Because we always
missions in Pyro too, but I mean, like if you do there's the contested zones that there's a multitude of contested zones.
Right.
And there's a vault, like a quote unquote vault at the end of those. You got to get all the cards.
Yeah, I know. But that's a pain in the ass because it's a contested zone.
And it's all full PvP.
Right.
So.
But I'm trying to think of the one that we've done where, remember we had to fight that elevator to get those size 3s out?
That's the Vandal Smugglers.
Is it? Okay.
Yes.
So we got to go to
Nyx.
We got to go to Nyx then.
Then we got to go to Nyx. And that's would be a great one. I mean, I think we should definitely be doing it.
All right. Well, let's. Then I got to.
At least we'll be.
All right. I'll have to make a refueling stop on the way, but because I'm taking a Gladiator.
Now, I mean.
Or should we just take one ship of Perseus and?
We could do that. That's fine.
All right. Let me grab mine because I upgraded it.
You can pick me up at Everest.
Yeah, it'll take me a couple minutes to get it out, so go ahead and keep doing what you're doing, and I'll tell you when I'm ready to.
I'll do. Well, and what's funny is I was doing missions, and now it's not giving me another bounty mission.
Yeah, the back end's still having issues because they haven't hotfixed. Run.
Well, I'll do the combat gauntlet scenario 2, I think.
Yeah, if you go to a bunker, get ready, because remember last night I made it, but oh my God, was that a fight. It was a lot of fun, too. And they weren't standing there looking at me.
I would not do well in an FPS fight in a flight suit with 2 magazines only.
Well, put some gear on. Don't you have any gear?
I mean, I'm sure I could come up with some medium. I don't think I have any heavy.
Well, yeah, if we're going to Pyro, you're going to want some kind of gear.
Yeah, I need to find out where my ASD shit is. Or not my ASD, that, whatever that.
Which gear are you referring to?
You know, the crap I always wear.
The what?
The crap I always, the ADP.
ADP.
Black. I always wear the ADP black.
I know, wasn't there ADP here at Lorville and at Area 18?
Maybe at Lorville, I'd go look if they got the black. I know Area 18 doesn't carry the black.
I don't think anybody carries the black. You get that through.
No, really? I used to buy it. Well, let's see.
Oh, maybe.
I used to buy it.
Everything's changed. That's why I was saying.
Yeah, I mean, I used to get it at Area 18. That's why I wore it, so I could buy it. But whatever.
Because where was the forest? You used to be able to buy that too, and I don't know if that's gone now or.
I don't know. I know they got the core. They used to have the white at Area 18 too. There's the core is there.
Okay, sure stop is C, so I want the full stop. Full block. I mean, Pontus is good. All right. Weapons. God, it's weird. It's weird seeing all my size 5 torpedoes, my reload slots empty. It's like, damn, man. How do I get, which one is this? It would be nice if you could figure out which was which. There we go. These two. Okay, Manta's 220. Use a size 3. All right.
You know what would be handy in that Perseus?
A
couple motorcycles.
For what?
Moving around. Well, I guess we don't need it till we actually get the mission.
Moving around? What do you mean by moving around?
The Vandal, the base, the station and stuff.
Yeah.
You got to travel around to several places.
Well, yeah, we just take our ship, don't we?
It's easier on a motorcycle.
The only problem is I've got a limit of what I can spawn now. I don't know what Sig was thinking with doing that. Because now people can't, like me, we're stuck and we can't even, it's like, what the hell are they doing? That's it's like, who thought up this? I mean, people have got to be able.
It was out of desperation to get the game to run better.
Yeah, you're probably right. You're probably right. What's that say then, Because, I mean, orgs have to be able to spawn as many ships as they need for the org. And, like, as you know, we set up both our Idrises, we set up all 3 Polaris, both Perseus. That's a lot of ships and vehicles. Because the vehicles count against that number. And it's
Yeah.
now you're stuck because when you got the max, you can't spawn anything else. You're not able to spawn another one of any kind. It's just it doesn't make any sense.
Your vehicle has been moved to our storage facility. Your replaced visitor ready.
Makes sense to me, though.
Why? Oh, you mean what you said?
Well, it's either that, and this is another, I think, very viable possibility is, you want to expand your hangar space to 50 ships? Awesome. Buy it. Buy that expanded space. You only have your basic your hangar has this much space.
That makes no sense.
It makes absolute sense. Have you never played an MMO?
They can't do that. No.
Oh, the hell they can.
If they do, they're going to have a lot of pissed off players because...
How? Why would they have pissed off players?
Look at the orgs that invested in this and have 300 ships like we do for the purpose of creating fleets. You're going to now force orgs and people to pay more money just so they can put together a fleet to go do a mission?
Uh-huh, yeah.
That's stupid. That's
it's
stupid.
Not. You got 25 ships. You could go to other hangars. Your guy could be at this place. You do that one.
Right. So now you want me 25? So I got to waste more time in this game doing stupid shit.
You can buy another 25 ship slots at your hangar.
That's what right. I shouldn't have to. I should not have. If they'd have told us that in the beginning, yeah. I guarantee if they
says that you get a hangar.
I understand what you're saying.
What kind of hangar?
But what I'm getting at is if they would pull that stunt, they would never.
You mark my words, it's a coming.
And they'll have a backlash they can't even freaking imagine. They pull something like that.
No, they won't.
Yes, they will.
If you've ever played an MMO, I am full on.
This is not your standard MMO though. This is one where they for 14 years pushed and pushed, got us to buy ships, and now they're saying after the fact, based on your idea, they're not saying it, but based on your idea, now they're going to say, oh, sorry, you can only use 25 of them at once. Even if they're
you can use them all.
No, you can't.
Can't have them all in one spot unless you.
How are you?
Buy some,
how many stations? How many stations have
expansion slots?
It doesn't work that way. How many stations have XL hangars? So how are you supposed?
Change. That's not a fixed thing.
Right, but it is right now.
Just saying. Mark my words, baby.
Yeah, they'll get backlash. They'll get more backlash than they can possibly understand, because that's they got people to buy in to this based on just buy ship, the whole.
They got people with lifetime insurance on their ship not bitching about this.
About what? What do you mean?
Having to pay money for my ship.
Lifetime. That's not how lifetime insurance works.
Okay.
Lifetime insurance is your premium. That's what it covers. Every other ship that doesn't have any insurance on it, you got to pay a premium, just like in real life.
Okay. Well, now you got to pay. You want extra hangar slots. Your hangar's it's only so big. That's the hangar you get. Your basic hangar that you got with your ship. It's not infinite.
Well, I've got but according to what I have in my hangar, in my website hangar, I own 12 hangars.
Yeah, but that's not at one place.
Why not?
You have options of different size hangars. You got your industrial. You got this. You got that.
Right, and I've got all of them. So why can't I have them all here, my home?
Yes, if you don't want to spread your hangars out like that.
Right. But I'm just. What the hell just happened? My ship just despawned from under me. Oh, Yeah, see, this is just going well.
Wow. I mean, I'm just saying. I'll bet you that.
I know.
And maybe they'll get backlash, but I doubt it.
Well, they'll get backlash. I mean, think about it, Miguel. If you had, in the beginning, been able or wanted to invest.
Let me re-say this. So, 25 ships in your hangar. Right? Okay. So, or they just keep it that way, or down the road, a couple patches, and they go, oh, but we decided to let you. You can just in game. You can buy these hangar expansion slots for this much currency.
Right, and that they've said they're going to do that. That's already a given, but that's not what we're talking about here. We're talking about
That's
the ability.
What I'm talking about.
No, they're talking about. Why did that get thrown on the floor? They're talking about having ships that you spawn like on display and that kind of thing. But this is limiting what you can even spawn to put in another ship. That's the problem.
And again, maybe it's not. Maybe it's just all related to the fact that they haven't done the hangar rebuild, right? They haven't
that could be too.
Hangar, and this is a band-aid to get things running better before they get the new hangar.
And that's entirely possible.
That could be it too. You know
right.
me. I love my theory crafting. We've only been doing it for 14 years.
Well, I know. And that's why we're having the debate over it. But I was making my voice known. If they pull a stunt like that, that ain't gonna go over.
I don't know. I don't even call it. I think that's like MMO standard.
Yeah.
Shit.
I mean, I know they got to make money after the fact, but pulling something like that where you now tell the orgs, oh, you can't spawn any more. See, the thing is, I can understand if they don't want us to spawn 50 ships and just place them in one hangar. They want you to expand your hangar. That makes total sense, but they need to allow some type of system so that if we're setting up a fleet and we spawn a ship.
I think those tools are coming. I think you're going to be able to say, here's my Idris, and I want to spawn it with these ships in it already.
Yeah.
Or whatever, right?
Right.
Any ship. I'm going to spawn it. It's going to have these ships already loaded in it.
Right, I agree.
think that's coming.
But right now, all those ships count against the number. That's the problem.
But they don't count if they're nested in the ship.
Well, it's broken then because they do.
No, I saw a guy testing it.
Well, I did last night, and they counted.
Oh.
So I had to, and actually it got stuck, and I had to keep sending ships down to get the freaking thing to work again, the count to work again.
Yeah, no, I walked, was it Foxy, whoever he was, and he did it right on the kiosk, and it worked. He was like, look, I put it in the ship, I put the freaking ship down, and my total was 25, now it's 24. Totally worked.
I'll try it again, not right now, but I'll try it again.
I think he was using a Polaris when he did that, but he said he was testing it on other ships.
Yeah. Well, if that's just a bug I ran into, then that makes a bigger difference.
Yeah.
But everybody.
I saw it.
Because we were.
I'm gonna see if Everest has it.
I'm gonna see if I can get in my ship and not have it despawn out from under me again.
Good luck.
Really. God. Yeah, tomorrow I'll post some video today. Tomorrow I'll have the Trans Am down there. Gets a lot of looks. Gets a lot of cars that come up next to it and do their broom broom stuff, And it's funny because we're all showing off and shit, of course. And I like it. Today I had a couple of those Challengers, Dodge Challengers, and they're automatic transmissions. Remember, I'm a 6-speed.
There's a lot of Challengers.
Yep. What did the guy?
Of Challengers, right? There's Challengers that are complete fucking crap.
Yeah.
My Avalanche will smoke them. They're that shitty,
Yep. Well, there was one of those top-end Hemi had the Hemi sign and everything on it.
I think the first one with a Hemi is the best.
No,
one.
this was a later. This was like this year. It was like pristine this year. It was obvious, but he comes up next to me, and he does the hold the brake and pump his gas thing because he's got an automatic. And I just put it in first, gave it a little throttle, and went squawk. And he looked at me. He rolls his window down as he goes, "You got a manual?" I'm like, "Yeah, that's a freaking Trans Am WS6 V8, the whole 9 yards." He's like, "What year is that?" I said, "The last year they were made. It happens to also be one of the last ones ever built." I go, "Full Hurst drivetrain, and I can control my posi rear end." He's like, "Holy shit." I said, "Yeah." "How many miles on it?" 50K. "That's it?" I said, "Yeah, I take care of it. Sits in storage in the winter. Never seen snow. And I don't drive it all the time. Special occasions only." But yeah, it shocked him because I just, he didn't have a chance off the line, that was for sure. I wonder what their top end is. You don't happen to know, do you? For the new Dodge Challengers, the new models today.
I mean, if it's the full-blown package with the Hemi and all the crap.
Well, not the one that's got 1,000 horsepower. I'm talking about the standard, souped-up muscle car that they make.
I think they got their first V8, the V8. They got 6, and then it goes to V8. I think that might be close to. I don't even know if it's 200 horsepower, is it?
Oh yeah, they got to be 200 horsepower. My car's 380.
Exactly.
If they're not, yeah.
There's a lot of levels of those. They got at least 5 trim packages on that when it comes to the drivetrain and the motor and shit.
Yeah. I just thought it was funny, the guy's reaction. "You got a manual transmission?" It's like, yeah. And I've got a 2-tier rear end that I can control. Posi high end, low end. Plus more, of course, W6 package, which is the full Hurst package. You know what Hurst is. Why is this not changing? You know what Hurst is, right?
No, what's Hurst?
Oh, they're the premium high performance transmission, drivetrain, rear end, and other shit. Okay. Shifter assembly. Yes, when Pontiac built these last 24 cars, they put
ADP Woodland is here at Everest, it looks like.
When they built the last 24 of them, they put in the whole package basically, and so it's got the WS6 package, and then on top of it, it's all Hurst. Of course, it's all full leather inside and the whole 9 yards. I found out too, they're the only ones that got inlaid with one of the very first subdued LED lighting internally, and that was in 2002. It's a deep red. I thought that was just, been around for where? Apparently not. It looks pretty cool at night. Let me put it that way. That's built in. People are like, "Oh, you put that in?" No, that's stock. Look at the door here. It's built into the armrest and everything.
Are you freaking kidding me?
No.
So we've got the arms, the torso, right?
Uh-huh.
And they don't have the leg in black.
Figures.
What store owner would not just buy the whole freaking set of a color?
None.
I only stock 2 of the 3 pieces.
What developer?
Sorry, good luck finding the 3rd piece somewhere.
What developer wouldn't put the whole set in? I mean.
What? Yeah, what?
It's yep. It's just more tech debt for somebody to go through and try and fix it, or why are there 3 bad guys here? What the hell? I'm coming out of freaking Lorville. There are 3 bad guys here, and they're flying around. Well, shit, I'm in SCM. Let's see what they want to play. See if my point defenses kick in. Well, they got to hit me first, though. Damn it.
Fine. I'm not gonna have leg. I'll just have different. Here you go.
What are they doing? I've got, looks like a saber. What is he? That looks like a manta. Mantis. Manta. And a penguin. Avenger. Why in the hell are there 3? They must be NPC. They gotta be NPC. Unless they're a group getting ready to go out and deal some shit. Since they're red, I could ram them, couldn't I?
I mean, probably. I'd check for bounty on them, maybe. There was a bunch of people that had bounties. I looked at it earlier.
Yeah, I'm scanning now to see if they're people or NPC. Come on, finish the scan.
Hello, Mima.
How's everyone doing?
Alright, they're outlaws. Says Cornelius Farish of the Outlaws.
Oh, okay, so they're NPC, huh?
Yeah, 3 of them. What's he got for parts? Oh, he's got military freaking components. Across the board. Huh.
If I may ask, are we live tonight?
Yeah. Yippers. Alright, where are you at, P-Gill?
Everest.
Alright, you want to meet us there, Nima?
I'm not in game right now. I'm taking care of my dog.
Okay, no biggie. I got the stream up, so if you want to watch there while you're doing other things.
I do appreciate that. We'll definitely bring it up.
Also, you know about the Twitch drops, right?
Well, Herm was mentioning it, and he said something about you were one of several people that was doing that.
Yep. Yeah, just go to the website with your account and go in. There's an option in the settings. Just turn on your Twitch basically in your account. Just link it to Twitch, and then come watch the stream. And after about 4 hours or so, you should get the gear.
We'll see.
Or at least the first set. I thought I read they're going to do different sets, so we'll see, I guess. Because the first set is,
Well, I'll definitely have to go in and make sure my account Twitch is on. And I've also noticed going to the different vendors to buy different parts, it seems like prices have gone up.
Yep.
Well, prices always look like they've gone up when you go from 69, 70 million down to
yeah.
2,000.
Ain't that the truth?
All right. Yeah, I think they have too. When I was looking at stuff, I was like, whoa.
I'm coming in on Everest. We got some dumbasses around here. We had somebody fire at me. He didn't hit me. I think he was trying to bait me to fire at him. Yep. I jumped out of the OM, but I think he was baiting me, trying to get me to fire on him. He didn't hit me though, so I ain't gonna fire back. until he does. And then I'll just look. Go ahead.
I'm sorry?
Go ahead.
I wish I had a fighter to come and help.
Yeah, well, he has to hit me before my point defenses will light up. And I'm not going to fire on him just because he fired on me, and otherwise I'd get the crime stat.
Right. Yeah. If he doesn't damage you,
Yep.
well, he's already red, so I don't think it.
No. This guy was white.
Oh wow. Well, then,
that's why I said he was baiting.
He has to do some damage to you before.
Yep. He was baiting. He was baiting me. That's the one nice thing about ships with point defense. Now, if your point defense aren't firing on that ship, don't fire on it. If your point defense open up on it, it's fair game. In this kind of situation. Because once your point defenses open up, it's become hostile to you.
That's good to know.
Yeah. Yeah, I've surprised a couple idiots that way, where they tried getting me to fire on them. And they kept doing it. They even hit my shields a few times and all that. And all of a sudden, my point defense just lit them up. And I opened fire, and that was the end. I gotta put my call to arms up while I'm thinking about it.
Even though that my ship isn't classified as a fighter, I thought I would raise defenses up. And I do apologize. I didn't mean to interrupt again.
Pigil, you don't have to. We interrupt everybody all the time.
I do.
Well, I do too, but so you don't have to apologize, Nima. Don't worry about it. We're playing a game, and just yell. Say, hey, I got something to say.
Break. I need break.
Or say break, break. If everybody's just yapping, just say break, break.
Not everybody understands that, but a lot of it.
Most of them do. Especially if you use that command voice.
The reason I was noticing that some of the prices have gone up on some of the ship routes, and most of us knows about, I think it's called Urkel.
Yep.
Yeah.
And looking through the price listing that they have on the website right now, it is way off compared to what they have.
Yeah. And that's just
the look to see if it's updated for this patch yet, or is it still 4.7?
I would have
upper right corner. There's a thing that tells you in the upper right of the web page what version.
Short answer is no, I did not check, but I'm assuming it's still under 4.7, considering the prices have not been updated as of yet.
Well, like Sig said, this is the first economy change. They're actually putting the economy in. So that's where that's all coming from. So the changes we get now are probably not final. Well, they're not going to be final. No way. This is the first iteration. But the new economy is part of what they're implementing now. Finally. Which is why the wipe was done for two reasons. The new economy and the exploits that they think they've patched. Although last night there was some posts, somebody claiming that there's already an exploit for AUEC. And I'm wondering, Sig was kind of secretive in today's video about why the hotfix hasn't dropped, and that's why they haven't started the free fly yet. I'm wondering if they did find there was another exploit, and Sig nailed it. And that's what they're doing, is plugging that now. Because somebody last night found an exploit that allowed him to dupe AUEC. And it had to be an exploit because I checked the links that somebody posted, and sure enough, A UEC for 4.8 in the millions was available to buy on eBay again.
Where are you? I'm on pad 1. Okay.
You did get the party, right?
Yeah, I took it.
Why don't I have your marker?
Oh crud, my ship is still in my hand. Hold on. I need to store it. Store it.
Wait a second. You're over here. Now I've got your icon, just not your name
Yeah,
yet.
but I'll go back to pad 1. I gotta go to my hangar and store my ship.
Right.
I thought it was gonna auto store, but evidently not.
I'm glad they don't auto store though. That's annoying as hell if you got to go do something and you come back right away and it's already stored again.
Yeah.
Go to pad 3.
Alrighty, pad 3.
That's the one I went to. And you can just come in the airlock by the bridge. Say what, Nima?
Are the
okay?
Still buggy for the two of you, or
Are the what?
Contracts?
Yes.
I haven't tried them yet, so I don't know.
But I was able to do the workaround where you jump tabs, you know, in the Moby.
Yeah.
And it fixes it.
Yeah.
Right.
Change tabs
Try it a couple times.
and then try it again. Or exit the Moby and go right back in.
Well, the reason I was wondering about the contracts, another person that we know was trying to do hand mining.
Yeah.
And this individual turned it in.
I don't know.
And it did not recognize that he turned it in to get credit.
Yeah, I know. Last night I used a bunch of my money to get ammo, RCM and stuff for repairs, rearm, and refuel on a Polaris. Or no, it wasn't the Polaris, it was Ironclad. Today I get in and none of the stuff I bought. So I'm out of money. Thanks, Sig. That was so nice of you. All right, we're going to Nick's, right?
Yeah, of course.
Give me the damn map. What the hell? Now what? Going to full nav mode. Fly out of here. Something must be blocking the map. Which you'd think it'd be smart enough to navigate around.
I think you'd be smart enough to get off of the ladder at the floor you want, but you can't do that still. They didn't fix that.
Yeah. What the hell? So why can't I jump the next gateway? Probably because I'm on the other side of Hurston, right? So it's blocking it? Probably. You piece of shit. Are these guys following me or did I not? Oh, I just freaking crashed. Oh, that fucking thing. God, sometimes those bobcats outside, they make the weirdest freaking sound. It's almost human-like.
Oh crud! I don't have a Cambrio. Can you grab a can?
The canister or the
actual tool.
I'm carrying one.
Uh,
I bought some at Area 18.
I'm sure we'll have hopefully some opportunity.
Yeah. Come on, load me in. Let's go. Apparently, we've got a new patch, an actual patch. I'm back. Coming Tuesday. 4.8.1, I guess. It's not related to the hotfix, though. That was in the video today, too.
Okay.
All right, well, let me get us going, or try to again. Next, gateway. Ooh, there, drew the path this time. Look at that. Yippee-ki-yay. I think that bobcat's mad at something. It ain't stopping. I can hear it through my cameras. Wonder what a bear and a bobcat fight would sound like. Or a couple of the wolves and the bobcat's a group of 4 that's walking around here. Wonder what that kind of fight would be.
Tell you what, I can tell you what coyotes sound like.
Well, yeah, so can we.
Bastards.
Coyotes are all over the place here.
My neighbor, he took a shot. I think he hit one a couple days ago.
Yeah, actually,
but he only hit it with a 22 cap, one of those 20 grain 22 caps.
We've actually had less in the last couple months. Once the wolves and the bobcats, and we think there's a cougar here too. Once they made their presence known, we've heard a lot less coyote lately.
Yeah, well, we got a lot of coyotes. Hardly see any fox anymore.
Yeah. I'll be right.
Once in a while.
I'll be right.
Not like we used to.
I gotta grab my meds. I'll be right back. Damn, I forgot to call my granddaughter Savannah. Needed to ask her if she's coming up on the motorcycle. My whole damn family rides motorcycle now. Which is kind of cool. Take after me, I guess. My oldest, huh?
Yeah, I never drove on the road. I mean, I did a little bit, but I was doing it illegally. I never did get licensed.
At your age you are now, you should get a bike. You'll get addicted to it. because it's unlike anything you're out there riding. It's there's no way to describe it. It's just.
I mean, I rode motorcycles, but they were all off road.
Yeah, there's a difference cruising down the highway at speed and stuff, going around the corners, that kind of thing. It's just it's not as good as flying, of course, but it's a good substitute in the sense of just getting out there and seeing the sense of freedom. Here in Wisconsin, you don't even have to wear a helmet. And
yeah, I don't have a sense of freedom is rather limited.
Yeah,
considering I'm a slave.
Yeah, it's most people here wear their helmet and gear. I do, of course, but yeah, if you don't want to wear a helmet here, they don't force you to. And of course, there's been a few people that it cost them everything, but
it will.
Yep. Yeah, if you
wreck,
you get hit.
Wreck.
Yep. Shit, if I wouldn't have been wearing a helmet when I had my head-on collision, I'd have been done. Would have been dead. As it was, it took me 10 years to get back on a bike.
My uncle, he had his helmet on. He freaking head injury. Bad head injury.
Yeah.
Cracked his helmet like a freaking walnut.
Yep. Mine did too.
Freaking they did brain surgery on his ass. He was bleeding Irish. Fortunately for him, he was an idiot, so it didn't really hurt his intelligence.
I got lucky. It cracked my helmet too. They found pieces of the helmet 100 yards down the road. Because when the kid turned in front of me head on, I had nowhere to go. I mean, there was a bunch of witnesses, of course, and they just said, man, I hit that truck. They all thought I was dead, especially since my body bounced off his truck, and the bike tore the front of his truck off, which probably saved my life. And I went through the windshield of my bike, hit his truck head on with my head, apparently, and bounced backward. They said probably a good 30 feet, hit the ground and rolled another 30 feet. And I landed right in front of a doctor's car. Of course.
Ooh, what the heck do we have there? There's a ship right next to you.
Is he shooting?
Behind you? No, I'm trying to see. I lost sight of him. No, they're not shooting. I'm just saying I saw a ship. Looks like a ship.
I don't see anything on radar.
Yeah, sure looked like a damn ship to me. Big.
Rock? You sure it wasn't a rock?
Didn't look like a rock.
Interesting. But anyway, yeah, so I landed right in front of the doctor's car that was following me. And when he got to me, apparently I was trying to take my helmet off, and all I was saying was, I'm going to kick that motherfucker's ass. And I kept trying to get up. And so it's like 4 of them had to hold me down. And the doc's smacking my hands away because I kept trying to take my helmet off. Next thing I do remember for sure is the hospital. That was the one that I told you about where my leg bone bent?
Yeah.
And then straightened itself out? That fucking hurt.
Yeah, my uncle didn't remember anything for it was about, I don't know, a couple months.
Yeah.
He lost his memory for literally months. But they also cut out a big chunk of his freaking.
Yeah,
a lot of his right frontal lobe. He lost a whole bunch of shit. He was already frontally lobe inhibited.
Yeah, I was lucky,
so
no doubt.
Didn't even change his personality. He was the same old fucking knucklehead.
Yeah, I was lucky because one of my brothers, my second youngest brother, he fell out of the back of a pickup truck, landed on his head, and that was before the law changed, so you couldn't do that.
At speed?
Yeah, and it completely changed him A completely different person.
Oh, fuck yeah. I've known people with head injuries that they're a different person.
Yep. And he became a different person. He was one of those good students, happy-go-lucky, always smiling, talk to anybody, make friends with anybody. And when I came home, after he got out of the hospital, I came home on leave, and he had turned into bald Harley biker type dude. No shit. I was like, well, I thought he was joking when he started, talking. And
brain injury is no joke.
Yeah, it isn't. And he mellowed out again with the, over the years he's mellowed out more, but he is no longer the kid that I grew up with. I mean, he's not a kid anymore, obviously, but he is his whole personality.
Yeah, different personality.
Yep.
Totally different.
Yep.
Yeah, one of my good friends and our neighbor, his dad took a spill on a horse and just hit his head just right. Had a bad fucking brain injury and a bleed, and they had to do surgery. But in his personality, he was a very nice, just a fucking sweet ass, best dad, nice guy.
Yep.
And he kind of, he turned not so nice.
Yep.
Right? Temper.
Yep.
Fucking never had a temper before. And just different dude. Different dude.
Yeah.
He's dead. He's dead now, but whatever. Yeah, my friends were just like,
as many injuries as I've had. Yeah, as many injuries as I've had to my head. Somebody's looking out for me, because none of them. I've had 3 major head injuries.
Would you know yourself if your personality had shifted? Would you have the wherewithal to even?
No, probably not. But people would know.
Others might, but would they say anything? I don't know. I know his kids never said a shit to him.
Well, I know mine changed in one way. I was always more open and trusting, in a sense, and after my last injury, I turned into, I no longer trust people at all.
The cynical bastard you are now?
Pretty much. And that I actually recognized myself. I knew that had changed. I'm like, I mean, chalk it up to military injuries, but that was a change, not just from combat and stuff. That was a change from getting wounded. And I recognize that one. Because I realized what was happening. I kept asking myself, why in the fuck did I say that? Or do that, or whatever. I was questioning myself, and then I realized what the hell was going on.
Well, I can imagine it wouldn't be hard for me. I have to control my temper.
Well, I don't have a temper. That's the other thing. I don't have a temper.
I have a horrible temper.
I know. I know. I know.
Yeah, I got a bad temper. I generally can try to control it pretty well, but a little bit of booze and a little bit of shitty freaking shit,
yep,
I can lose it.
Yep. I know, I found out.
Yeah, well, trust me, there have been people I've lost my fucking temper with where it's like I had people pulling me off going, dude, he's fucking unconscious, you're still punching him.
Yep. Yep.
It's like, oh. Well, fucker should have fell down. He's like, he tried. You were holding him up.
Oh, jeez.
That kind of shit.
Damn.
Yeah, bad temper.
Yeah, that's not good.
But when I swung on my brother, that's when I made it.
Yep. You knew you had to make a change then.
That's what it snapped in my head. I was like, okay, you got a problem.
As long as you learn from it, though.
You got to lock it down.
Yeah. But if you can learn.
That was a long time ago. I was like, 20.
Yep.
When did that happen? I was probably 22, 23. Yep.
And there's a lot of people that are young like that, and we're all invincible until suddenly we realize we're not.
I got no business not having more injuries than I got of the shit I've fucking. But yeah.
Yeah. I'm just looking for a place to get us out of here so we're out, not prone to getting attacked. Yeah, it's.
But I've been knocked out a couple times from people hitting me.
I've never
from behind,
been.
you know.
Yeah, I've never been knocked out, but I got hit one time. I got hit one time by another sailor, and it was like a I don't know, like a 2-second blank.
Yeah, I mean, I've had it where I got like a beer bottle on the back of the head.
Yeah.
Side back, where I was like, it like closes in like an iris, you know, you get that blackout.
Yep.
But I was coming, it was already opening up, but I was hitting the pavement, right? You're opening up, and you're facing into the freaking.
Yeah,
asphalt.
when he hit me, because he hit me square on the face, I went to my knee. And I don't remember going to my knee, but I remember getting up and reacting. He got court-martialed for that too. It was out of the blue. We were just leaving the ship on leave. We had just gotten home. It was on my second ship, and the guy and I we didn't like each other. He was a freaking moron.
That'll do it.
Yeah, he was.
You just don't like.
Yeah, he was just. Well, he was an asshole to everybody. He liked to pick on people that were smaller than him because he was a big guy.
I got him.
Yep.
Such him.
Yeah, and I kept challenging him. So one day, I guess he thought he was taking the challenge because we come off the ship. I was with Bear, who was my best friend in the Navy, and we come down off the quarterdeck, and him and two other guys were just ahead of us, probably 20 feet. And Bear and I are shooting the shit, not paying attention, walking down the pier, and Benny turns around. Benny was the guy's name. Turns around, walks right up to me, and I kind of smile, like, "What's up?" And smack, he just punched me straight in the face. And the quarterdeck saw it, of course, which has an officer on it and an armed sentry, quarterdeck of the ship. And apparently, when I got up, I don't remember doing it, but I uppercut him at the same time, and it just laid him out. So, I remember hitting him, but I don't remember hitting him that way.
I've been knocked out a couple times where I've had people say, "Yeah, you were fighting," and I was like, "How?" I woke up. I don't remember any of it. I woke up fucking 100 feet away, leaning up against the bottom of a freaking bar table.
Yeah.
And be like, you like, it's like just waking up from a freaking, like you were asleep, right?
Yep.
Just open my eyes. I was like, fucking chicks on guys' backs, crap flying everywhere. I mean, just a massive freaking brawl.
Yep.
Full on bar brawl, right? And you're like, what the hell happened? And they're like, yeah, this dude freaking cracked you with a pitcher. You went down, and then then it was on, right?
Yeah.
All my friends were all just freaking fighting, I guess. I don't remember any of it.
When I had that incident, when I had that incident, I was terrified. My naval career had just ended, and thank God that the officer of the deck and the quarterdeck sentry saw it happen, because they came down and Benny went to the brig. And then the court-martial stuff comes up, and I'm like, "Why am I being court-martialed?" They're like, "You're not. You're a witness." I'm like, "You're the one he punched." It's like, do I really have to? Because he was a sonar tech also, and I was a sonar tech when I started my career, as you know. And I didn't want to testify against him. I just want to chalk it up, especially since I ended up laying him out. But I had to. That's the
Not
thing.
up to you.
Right, and that's what they said. And it sucked. Bear and I, in Amsterdam, we were security patrol for the ship. We had to make another decision like that sucked. We both saw it. Bear was top deck security roving patrol, and I was quarterdeck. And we watched two of our guys throw a big ass bag onto the fantail of the ship in the dark. and it was full of drugs.
They're trying to get drugs on the boat.
Yeah. And it sucked because the guy that did it, the main guy, really nice guy. But we didn't have a choice. I mean, if we had not reported it and somebody else saw it, and both of us saw him do it. I saw him from the quarterdeck because I happened to be looking aft, and Bear was up in the mast area in the dark. We're watching for threats and stuff. He had the sniper duty that night, and we both saw it happen. I called him on the radio and said, "Can you come down to the quarterdeck?" And he comes down, and I said, "Did you happen to see anything in the fantail?" He goes, "Yep." He goes, "I was getting ready to call you and ask you if you saw it." So, and then I'm not gonna say his name, but he walks up and we're like, "We saw you throw that on the fantail." He's like, "Really? Do you have to say it?" And it's like, we can't not say anything. It's just, and he knew right then and there he was screwed. But he was a really nice guy, which sucks.
Hey, what's up?
Me, 6 foot.
Hola.
6 foot, 175.
You got a new eyeball, or is that not happening?
Not yet. It'll be either this week or week after, because it's being all set up right now, and they haven't told me if they decided to do one at a time or both. But it'll be this week. I'm thinking it'll be an appointment this week and then surgery next week. That's what I think.
Cybernetics, though.
You tell them what color you want. Well,
I want the same
backlight so they glow when you stare at somebody.
Well, as the women say, I have steely gray eyes, so I think I'll keep those for the women.
It's too bad. Gray eyes. You have very high propensity to macular degeneration.
Yeah, but I don't have that problem.
Yeah. Inside playing Star Citizen, his eyes are protected.
Yeah. Well, I've got, when they did testing all last week, I still have 20/10 vision at my age even. He's like, you got no signs of degeneration, you got no signs of cataracts, no signs of anything. We just got to fix these lenses.
Go blind soon.
Yeah.
We don't do anything.
Yeah, he said
your lens is fractured and basically going to fall apart.
Right. Well, it is falling. It's already falling apart. Both of them. That's the problem. And that's why I was having problems and why I went to the eye doctor, because I'm like, something's wrong. I thought, God, I'm losing my sight.
Yeah, well, and the nice thing is, people with good vision, you won't, your acuity of vision, which is really, it's the compaction of the cells back of the retina, that doesn't change with this surgery, so you should still have very good vision.
Oh, they said that I'd still have 20/20. With no.
I thought it was 20/10.
Or 20/10, yeah. But it's
perfect vision.
Yeah.
It's such a flimsy word. People go, "Oh, I have perfect vision." I was like,
Yeah,
I know. But, yeah.
He's right. They said that I'd still have 20/10, but I'm thinking if I get 20/20, I'll be happy.
Now your focal distance might change, but still
Well, then it wouldn't be 20/10 anymore.
Well,
The reason he said 20/10 though is they tested me this week, and he's like, "You got 20/10 vision still."
Imagine like the back of your retina is, 1,000 lines of resolution by 1,000 lines of resolution,
Yeah.
and that's 20/20.
Right.
Somebody who's 20/10 has 2,000 lines of resolution.
Yep.
By 2,000 lines.
Yeah, and I can
on the back of the retina.
Right, and if the pieces move right, I can still see, freaking mile away and read a sign. That hasn't changed. But what's changed is I'm getting sometimes a couple of pieces overlap, and I'm getting multiple views, both vertical and horizontal, of every object, almost like looking like a ply.
Yeah, you're looking through broken glass.
Yep.
Or a prism.
Yep. And
it's going to be infuriating.
It is. It is.
I'm shocked. My dad, who's got full-blown macular, his central vision is gone, but he still has peripheral.
Yep.
His peripheral vision is probably still is as good as my regular peripheral vision, right? As far as acuity, it's like, how the hell do you?
Yeah. Well, I knew something was wrong because in the last month or so, as I'm playing, I keep moving my head and blinking my eyes and turning my head certain different ways to find that spot so that I can see clearly.
Like the clear view spot,
Yep.
a nice spot.
Yep. And it was driving me nuts, and finally I'm like, something's wrong. But yeah, it was caused, Reiko, it was caused by the, huh? Yeah, I've just been killing time. Reiko, it was caused by the one major explosion that I had that took out my shoulders and neck.
Intersect.
Yeah, I read your post.
Yeah, and it basically the compression from the explosion.
You ready for a share?
Yeah. Is what damaged them.
Is Ironclad flyable?
Yep.
Now?
Yes.
Yep.
Like they fixed all that weird bug that was in the.
Oh no, we haven't gotten the hot fix yet. But yeah, you can fly it if they fix that. That was all back end stuff.
Okay. So it's like works like a normal ship now. No fuckery.
Oh shit! I just saw you, Rock Miner, there in Twitch. We're gonna work on reputation because we can't do anything without it. So if you want to join us in Nix, we're in a Perseus. And Rock Miner, 20K. Here, look at how much I have, Rock Miner. I got 20K. I ain't giving it to anybody. All right, you sent it. Let's see.
Yeah, but you didn't get it, did you?
Yeah, I should have. You want me to send you the party invite? Yeah, I got it. Rikos?
But no, I just came in to say hey.
Oh, okay.
I am gonna eventually jump in just to check out my Ironclad.
Yeah, there's hotfix in process now. We haven't gotten it yet for the biggest issues, obviously, and then there's already a patch next week.
Like the one where you fall through the floor, is that?
That's already fixed.
Okay.
But there's a hot fix for the back end.
That's kind of a big deal.
Yeah, there's a hot fix for a lot of the back end issues we've been dealing with.
This would be a perfect time to come back and like start really going at it.
It's gonna go fucking crap all over. I mean, Free Fly started today. It's probably just...
Nope, they didn't. I said earlier, they did not start Free Fly.
Oh, they didn't?
No, they announced today.
That's good. That's probably why we're still able to even play it anyway.
Right, they said today they are not going to start Free Fly until they resolve all the major incidents that have happened in the last 24 hours.
So, like 6 months then?
Hey, if they hold out not doing Free Fly, I'll be fine with 6 months.
Yeah, I could care less.
Free Fly is what? Anybody can fly any ship, or anybody can come in and fly certain ships?
They can fly the certain free ship they give you. It's like a starter ship.
Yeah.
Once Free Fly is over, can they still fly the ones that they've purchased, or are they pretty much locked out?
Oh no, unless they bought the package. If they bought the package,
well,
then
if they bought a game package, they can play. But if they're just on a free account.
Yeah, free account doesn't give them unlimited access. It's deleted afterward.
Whenever I do come back and start playing, it's going to be wild because so much has changed. It's like a whole new game.
Yeah, you might want to consider coming back though, because the changes are pretty profound now. Like this patch
it's already profound.
Yeah, this patch is already
the quests and reputation overhauls and
this patch.
So much has changed.
This patch is the beginning.
The crafting,
no, this patch is the new economy.
Yeah, like everything has changed. It's a whole new world. So yeah, I'm excited to come back.
The next big patch.
Yeah, there's so much missing.
The next big patch is going to be either flight controls, surfaces, or the beginning of base building. It's going to be one of those two.
I'll definitely, before I come back, I'm definitely going to wait for like the all clear. It's like, it's running perfectly. I have no complaints.
You're going to be waiting a long time.
I know. Yep, I got I'm still renovating my house. It's been like getting close to 2 years now.
Shit.
Like, and pretty much this whole house needs to be redone. So.
Been there, done that twice.
Yeah, I bit off
I
more
came
than I
out
can
of
chew
Quantum.
for sure. All
Um.
right, well, you guys have a good night. I was just jumping to say hey.
All right.
Right on, Marcos. Have a good one.
Later.
Where in the hell?
Welcome back.
What the hell? It moved the freaking mission pointer.
Yeah, that's that bug I had last night in Area 18. It jumped you to the wrong place, didn't it?
I actually aborted because I'm like, we're running out of fuel. Let's see if we can make it back to Nick's now, or Levski. I hope so. It says we should.
There's a gas station that's pretty close if you want to
No,
go to
there's
that
not.
gas station.
No, there's not.
Yeah, there is.
No,
it's not that bad. It's closer than frickin' Nick's,
no,
other than
Levski's closer.
You see the one on the outside? That looks closer.
Well, it's giving me numbers that I'll check it again.
The service station looks closer to me, man. Way closer.
Yeah, it should be. I'll try it. Well, I can go to either one, so.
Well, whatever. You can go to either one.
Let's go to.
Abandon this mission and try again.
No, because it moved, and I'll bet it moved to where it's supposed to be. So.
What was doing for me last night is when I would like be lined up on it, like I got a thing, and then the ship would turn and start quantuming another direction.
Yeah, this just went boom and changed spots. And I'm like, why are we running out of fuel? Wait a second, how can we be that far? And I pulled up the map and it's like, what the fuck? Because it's in the Glacium ring too, which is where it's at now. Which is the ring, that's the ring Nyx is in. So I bet where it moved to is gotta be the right one.
So if I may ask, is everything working out as far as a mission?
Now we're playing Chase the Marker. Well, right now we're playing.
I did get some missions to work.
Yeah, some missions work fine,
you know?
especially if they're on the ground. Those all work fine.
But I did some bounty, I did some mercenary.
Yeah, I did too. They work. They seem to work. The small, small little missions.
If I had an issue, like trying to accept it, I just bounce tabs and come back, and that usually fixes that.
Yep.
I had the constantly chasing the mission marker, and I couldn't get that one to fix, but I just went, I was in Area 18 or ArcCorp system, and I went to Hurston, and then it worked fine. So I don't know.
Zachary, what are you doing? No. Get out of there. Wife's cat just came down to bug me, which is why I normally keep the door closed.
Mm-hmm.
Am I gonna have to go get puppies? Chase you? Huh? No, you're not coming in my lap. He's a smart cat. He knows what I'm saying. Oh, you're gonna sneak into my lap. That way I won't notice. Okay. Dumbass.
He may know what you're saying. You just don't give a shit.
Yeah, but that too.
I'll not do what I want to do.
That too. You smell like you got sprayed by perfume there, guy. What the hell? And it smells like woman's perfume too. What the hell did you get into? Yeah?
You don't want to know.
Well, at least he smells good. Instead of butt smell. Alright, relax. Put your claws away. Just sit there. Oh yeah, now you're gonna do the head button. Yeah.
Jesus, you're down to 7% on the fuel?
Yep.
Yeesh.
Yeah, it's a good thing I was paying attention. Because I'm like, something's wrong.
CIG, they do it on purpose. They want people to run out of fuel for refuelers.
Yep.
It's a feature, not a bug.
They showed the new refueler in the video today too. It's cute, to quote them. It's cute. It's a cute little ship. I'm like,
Star Trailer to work.
yeah, that's like calling a man pretty. Although I'm not going to say what I'm thinking now.
You're going through the tunnel, are you?
I was just going to go around. Why? All right, stop headbutting or I'm going to headbutt you right back. You know that. You'd think that they'd have marker lights so that you could easily navigate places like this, you know?
Well, I mean, when we first came in, you were able to see the side with the hangars and stuff. But that's why I said I thought you were going around for the tunnel side.
Better go into SCM. I missed it because of nav mode.
There it is again. You completely circled it.
Yep. Once I went past the tunnel, I was like, ah, shit, because I couldn't slow down fast enough anyway. But you'd think that they'd have like marker lights that lead to this area. You know, marker buoys.
Yeah, maybe.
But SIG doesn't believe in nav lighting, apparently.
Not proper nav lighting,
Yeah,
that's for sure.
exactly. Let's just throw all sorts of lights on everything and people can figure it out, I guess.
Oh, what the hell is that?
Alright, give me a marker. There we go. Docking port 4. Okay, that's unusual, cat. Why are you licking my arm? You don't lick. What the hell? That's unusual. He's like looking at me with these with just this, and then he keeps headbutting me. He's like, come on, pet me. I don't want to pet you. I'm flying a ship anyway. You know, you're acting like a woman. Always wanting attention. Oh, you didn't like that, did you? Don't like being called a woman? Huh?
The opinions of Malachi do not represent the opinions
shit.
of Twitch or any of its subsidiaries.
Well, I would assume people.
Into stuff.
I know, the damn cat's driving me nuts right now. God, cat, come on. What the hell? Where am I parked? In the wrong spot.
You're forward about 10 feet.
Yeah, but why is the auto not even kicking in? What the?
Probably because it has to go talk to the server. And
well, let's see if I can get manual. Come on. It's not even giving me green for anything. For any part of the box. Oh, there, I got some green. I'm like, I can't get any freaking... Something's wrong.
You just gotta sit there for a while.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
Everything is so delayed.
Where's the pads at?
Behind you. Dead behind you.
Alright. I'm coming out of... Get rid of these guys. ATC's drunk or dead? So it's behind, the pads are behind me, you said?
Yep, almost dead behind and below.
Oh, there they are.
Claimer on one, but I think there's several pads that should fit you. If not, there's some on the other side of the ones in front of you.
It looks like a Perseus on one, right?
Yeah, there should be a pad just like that on the other side of that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I want to go shove that Perseus off there. I'm tired of lazy people.
Well, you got an open pad.
Well, there's a ship on here. Multiple ships on here.
Yeah, but they're outside the dash line. Might work.
No excuse. One's a vehicle. I'm so tired of lazy people.
Gentlemen, I'm gonna have to back out. Apparently there's a thunderstorm heading through and I just had a power surge.
Okay.
Alright.
We'll see you next time.
Have a good one. Bundle up.
Take cover. Well, at least they've got fuel. You'll never make it. Warp the mines. Yeah, if it does, Rock Miner, then we'll call it. He's saying that we'll likely keep jumping away from us. We'll give it one try, I guess, and we'll see what happens.
Yeah, I never did get it to work. I had to just abandon and, you know.
Well, we're only 9 giggle miles away, so.
If
And
you
it's
can
in
get
the
it to lock the route, like if the route will lock.
Because it is supposed to be in the Glacium ring, and that's where it's at. Now, it wasn't before. I didn't realize it was supposed to be. Come on. It hasn't moved again. I gotta get out from these stupid rocks. Oh, I didn't even have to set the route. It let me lock on without going to the map.
See if it works.
Yep. Well, I know they've got to be making hot fixes on the back end, and this would be a back end bug. It wouldn't be a client bug. They said today that part of the problem is apparently they blew away their previous record for concurrency, and parts of the back end just couldn't handle it. So they've been building up and spinning up new servers and stuff. I mean, that's a good problem to have, but it should tell them they need to get their shit together. Which is something we've been saying for a while. Just looks like we're gonna make it. Unless it jumps.
Decelerating yet? Are we on the decel?
Yeah. We're here.
Alright. It worked.
Yep, it worked. Looks like it's fixed there, Rock Miner.
Something fixed anyway.
Yeah. Well, knowing that they've been doing hot fixes already in the back end, I figured this would be one because this is not the only mission last night that was Spoobar. I guess I should go to SCM, huh?
Well, I mean,
don't we have to fight to get in, or not? No, we don't.
This is just the beginning. One of the beginning.
Oh, yes, we
missions.
do. Shit, bad guy, bad guy.
This is not Vandal smugglers. This is just like a bounty mission.
Well, there's 2 bad guys.
Yeah, we just gotta kill them.
3 bad guys.
We're gonna have to do this probably quite a few times. These missions.
Yeah.
Before you get the rep.
14 out. They're turning, so they know we're here, I guess. 4 guys. 12 out. Gladiator, Freelancer miss. Another Freelancer miss. And a Zeus.
Alright, the Gladdy's going nav mode.
Yeah. Let point defense handle the Glad. I'm lined up on the miss to start with. Or no, that's a Zeus. Oh, 5 now. The hell?
That's not well.
That's not a miss.
That Freelancer is a whatever explorer. There's a miss on the left.
Oh, it's a Cutlass. There's a miss right dead in front of us. Missile away. Nice shot.
Looking for target.
Gladius is on point. Point defense has got the Gladius. Yeah. Miss right above, right there, right in front of us. One miss down. We need to salvage these guys. I need the missiles. Because I got no money. Miss above and in front. Tore his tail off with that shot. Now his nose. This uses projectile, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Where are you at? Oh, he's right on top of us.
Alright, there's our target.
Oh, his shields took that. Did you see that?
Yeah, but it still turned him yellow.
Yeah, I know, but that's a Zeus. It shouldn't have turned him yellow. It should have freaking...
I can't target him if you keep navigating in this fashion.
I'm turning with him as much as I can. But you can go to your smaller weapons, remember? You do have the other set.
I think we're just fine with these.
Yeah, I know, but I'm counting dollars now. I'm counting dollars now, you know?
Well, you got 4,270 rounds. You're safe.
Oh, I thought this was one of the missions we had to go into the base.
No.
Oh.
I told you we gotta grind. The grind has begun.
Okay. Next. Got a
again.
Got an R97 blueprint, one that I'll probably never use.
Probably not.
The problem with the R97 is it's nice because it's an auto shotgun, but you can't keep it on target. It's just all over the place.
Okay, we got. Did you want to see if you can find any of those wrecks? They're almost impossible to find after.
That's what I was turning for. We could do next time is if we get a big wreck that I know has got size 3 and above, I'll stop at it and you can pummel the rest of the guys and I'll go out and grab the missiles quick.
Alright, I got one picked up.
Especially because remember, an MIS also has military components, and we just had 2 of them. Damn. That sucks.
Ready for share?
Yeah. Got it. Right in front of us.
They're so hard to find after the fact. It's like.
Yep. Now, if we get a couple more MIS, I'm gonna be.
And you can't scan for wreckage. I mean, you know, it's like I should be able to ping and see wreckage. Give me a break.
Well, Herm, this mission we're doing now is all these missions were all broken, as were bunches in Pyro and Stanton. Most of the big missions, all like this, were broken. The fact that we're playing them now, they probably hotfixed the rear end, the back end, rear end, because they've been working on it. They've been telling us what they're doing. Let me check while I'm running this. Let's see if they've done the hotfix yet for client.
They gave it some Imodium to get rid of the hot snakes in the rear end.
Hotfix Central. Let's see. Nope, still closed, but they're adding other changes to it, so they're still active on it. I would bet, based on what they said today, though, that it's those exploits that were found last night, they're probably working to close them before they dump the hotfix. I mean, that'd be the smart thing to do, and that's why they postponed the pre-fly. Because they said they will not open the pre-fly until those are plugged.
Yeah, because all kinds of people will be using fake accounts to do the money exploit.
Yep.
Or whatever exploit they found.
You're missing a gun.
I'm not missing a gun.
One of the little ones. I only see one pointing up. Now, oh, there's 2. What happened to the... Why'd they not... Well, what the hell?
Mayday, outlaws are attacking my ship.
Oh, shit.
Just go sit on him.
Please, if you hear this, help me.
Let your PDCs protect him, and then we'll...
Switch, damn it. Now it won't switch mode. Son of a bitch. What the fuck's going on here? Finally.
I think I was going to say. Firing for me.
They're hitting that rock over there. Oops. What the hell?
They're going to our guy.
Yep. And they're firing missiles at him, so I'm launching torps at him. Oh, they're launching at us. Bitch. Hit him, hit him, hit him, hit him. Good hit. I think that was the Hornet. Of course, our guy would be behind the damn rock, which I can't hardly see. We're trying to. Why don't you fly toward us, you dumbass?
Well, maybe his engines are down.
Oh, fucking thing. They gotta fix this missile shit. That is just bullshit. Wasted another frickin' missile because of their dumbass missile system. He went boom. Okay, where's our guy at?
Ooh, he's in pretty bad shape.
Wonder if we could repair him. Yeah, there's a lot of bad guys out here too. We're under fire.
Oh, great, he's shooting at us.
Who is?
Why is he shooting at us? Oh, the friendly.
They were coming from
Don't
above.
shoot him.
They were coming from above, not from him.
No, that was him. He's red and he's shooting at us.
I don't have him red.
I do.
And he's not shooting at us.
Well, he was just a second ago.
No, those came from above.
It looked like he was shooting at us, and he's still red to me. I don't know why.
Yeah, no, he's not doing anything right now. He's just sitting there.
All right. Well, I think we have to figure out how to kill those guys.
That's a turret. That's another Hornet at 11. He just hit the rocks. What the hell is that?
I'm not sure what they're doing over there.
Oh,
they're
they got a.
something.
That's either an Ion or an Inferno. Shit.
But there's a whole bunch of them over there attacking some big ship. It looks like an Idris over there.
Eichenhau. That's.
Yeah, they're attacking an Idris. They almost got it killed.
That's a player.
Yeah, well, he's AFK and he's gonna die.
Talbot better. No, these can't be players. That's 3. Well, maybe it is. It's 3 Ions.
I mean, I can try and scan them.
From this distance? I mean, they're a furball.
There's a Perseus over there too. It's definitely players. Definitely players.
Is the Perseus red though? Because I haven't locked him.
The Perseus is red. Yes, the Perseus is red. Plus they got a Paladin.
Shit, they got a Paladin.
Perseus, yep. Several Ions. That's a hell of a battle group. Plus Hornets.
Is that a? Yeah, that's a Perseus.
They're attacking that Idris. We might not want to be there. That Hornet.
Oh, you know what that is? I know what that is. That's a tactical battle.
Yeah.
Yeah, the new ones.
Okay. I don't know. Our mission is still going on here.
Yep. What the hell is this guy?
Can you scan that Hornet that's separate from the group and see if that's our bad guy? That we gotta kill?
Mary Westfield?
Yeah, that one.
Is there a name on the mission?
Yeah, HW8342B.
It says Mary Westfield.
That sounds like AI.
All of those up there did. It's one hell of a battle going on, though. There's White Hornet up there. There's another white ship, looks like an Idris coming in. Power relay. So this is one of those tactical battles.
Okay.
Well, don't shoot the white guys, because those are the good guys, apparently.
Yeah, I'm not shooting the white guys. I'm not shooting anybody yet.
Can you get on chat and see if there's a group here while I'm trying to keep these guys occupied?
I don't know.
That's a bird there. That's why I said, can you get on chat and maybe ask if anybody's... I think everybody's around the other side for the most part. Our guy's just sitting out there doing nothing.
Yeah.
Well, now we know what one of these places looks like. Bunch of power relays. I think everybody's on the other side. Should we chance it and head over there? We're being hit by something.
Yeah, it's the base is shooting at you.
Is it? Oh, I don't want to get too.
There's a turret shooting at you.
Don't want to get too close because that's that's the Van Duel turrets that'll light up too. The ones that take out Idrises in a matter of moments.
Yeah, this is a floating turret like a station, not the ground ones, but.
Yeah, we're out of range now. God, SCM is so damn slow.
Where the hell are you going?
Well, you weren't doing nothing, dumbass, so we're over here trying to figure out what's going on. That guy's toast already. Paladin's down.
Oh, no.
Idris, wow, that was the Idris? Idris is full red. Jeb Key and a Hornet, that's a player. Frost, Yiv, and a Perseus.
I don't know.
There's a Connie.
That's an awful lot of ships.
Yeah, but it's a group. Runaton.
Nobody's replied to me, but. A guy just died.
Yeah. He wasn't doing anything, so not much we could do.
Alright. Want me to take another mission?
We can. I was just.
I don't think there's an upside to us in sticking our nose in this mission.
Yeah. It'd be fun.
Until.
Oh, who's got the laser beam?
Everyone starts shooting at us.
That's another Polaris. Or Puddle Pirate. Puddle Pirate. He must be U.S. Coast Guard. He's got a Idris P. You're not hitting him, guy. You're too far away.
Ready for share? I'm not shooting.
No. I'm talking to Puddle Pirate.
I'm
Let me send it. I'm gonna send him a message quick.
Did you scan somebody?
Puddle Pirate. Down to, looks like only a few ships now.
I know that Perseus is working it.
Yep. And the P.
Yeah.
They're taking out another Paladin, which has really nice military. I think the Paladin's last. Nope, there's one more. That's moving in. That's red. All the other red ones are static. I think they've got it done. guys sneaking down below us, so we're out of here. 2 guys, actually. We're out of here. I have a feeling they're coming. They're going to come around and try to flank us. Yep, they just locked us up. Terrorist, Lemuel Thrasher Lord to be.
Yeah. This one, we won't have to worry about protecting somebody. We just gotta kill stuff.
Yeah. The fact that those 2 got 2 of their ships were trying to flank us after they finished out pretty much tells me the group's a pirate group then.
Maybe.
Well, why else would they try to flank us? They know we're friendly.
Yeah.
We're not doing anything. We're just sitting there.
Opportunistic, right? They're just like, hey, go kill that guy. Okay.
Yeah, that's what I said. They're pirates. I wonder what the rewards are for that mission, for the tactical battle.
I can't.
What do they call them?
To look at.
What are they calling them? Strike groups, right? It's like, what the
Yeah,
fuck?
I think so. Tactical strike group, but I'm not sure what the mission is really called.
They should have called them SAG interdiction. In the real world, it's Surface Action Group Interdicting. In space, it'd be Space Action Group Interdiction.
I don't even know what chain they go under.
I don't either. Why, this game is starting to piss me off. Bad guy. Another Zeus. Going to SCM. Going to SCM. We got down here. Misk. Looks like 2 of them again. Oh, there's Scorpius. What the hell is that? What the heck is that ship? EF0374 Charlie John. What the heck is that? It's right off.
Jammer.
Oh, yeah, that's okay. Got it. Alright. I'm going to send some torps their way because they're going after her. Oh, no. What are they going after? They're going after something.
I think they're just protecting their buddy. They all flew over to the yellow guy.
Ah. Tracking.
That's going to hit an asteroid.
Oh, it's tracking.
So it hits the asteroid.
Shit. So they are on the other side.
Down.
Now save the MISs, because we can beat those. I get the shit. No, don't kill them.
I just put a couple in there, softening them up a little. He's good.
Tana's down.
Alright.
Scorpius.
Have we got misses to take out now?
Yep. Because the point defense are going to kill that Scorpius, so don't worry about it. There's one right in front of us. Should we board him? He's not moving. Shit. Well,
Why don't you just pull up to him and park? You don't need to go anywhere.
Okay.
Just pull up to his refuge and stop. There you go. Don't go anywhere.
Where is he?
He's right underneath you.
Oh. No. The other one just buzzed your turret.
Yeah. Alright, well, he's right there. Just,
I got it.
fly anywhere. Just,
It's still moving. He's in front of us.
gotcha.
He's just circling us. He's hitting us too.
Yeah, I can lock him. God damn it.
Go to short range weapons.
He's gonna go boom here real quick.
He's toast.
That's it.
Shit, he's gonna keep flying. Alright. You're keeping an eye on him?
On that one, yeah, that I just blew up.
Okay. I'm gonna try and position us so you don't lose it. Ah, shit, and then I hit the wreckage of this one. Damn it!
Launched it.
Fucking game. They gotta fix this stupid shit.
It's almost out of sight in the clouds.
Oh, he's gonna it'll despawn then. Fucking believable. I'm gonna pull our other side around.
I lost sight of it now.
You wanna see if you can tractor beam? Oh, you don't have one, do you?
Nope.
And this ship doesn't have one on it.
Still trying to look at the direction the other one went in.
I'm gonna try and
Plane down.
I'm gonna see if I can tractor beam him. Get him to stop spinning. Probably not, but oh, what the hell? Well, I'm pulling him in. Probably need 2 to stop his roll, though. Come
If
on.
I get out of the turret, I'll lose direction on where that other one drifted.
Yeah, but once it gets out of our sight, it'll despawn.
No.
Yeah, yeah, they do.
It's a persistent universe.
No, I wish. But, no, they despawn. God, trying to lasso this thing is... We really need 2 tractor beams. And since I didn't equip the ship with any...
I didn't know you could.
Yep. Didn't know you could what?
Equip a tractor beam.
No, I mean in the armory, a couple more rifles.
Oh. I have one.
Yeah, 2 rifles, we could stop the spin. That's what I was saying. Come on. let's see if we get anything out of it. What does this thing have on it for weapons?
Size 3s.
Size 3 what?
Depends. It could be laser cannons or laser repeaters.
M5s.
It's cannons, I guess.
Yeah. Oh shit, I didn't know you were out of the Perseus.
It's got civilian components.
So it's not a MIS?
No, all civilian. Do you want it?
Nope. Nope. I only want military.
Yeah, all civilian.
How much you want to bet they locked a bunch of the military components behind the tactical strike groups?
Oh, sure, they locked it somewhere. They're always doing that.
Yep. And the blueprints, I mean. What the hell? My ship no longer has freaking... Oh, you've got to be kidding me. See if you can come into the ship and have physical...
Yeah, I have gravity.
I float right through the damn thing. See if I can get in the pilot seat. Well, let me in the pilot seat. That was strange. Now, if I get out of the pilot seat, do I have it back? Apparently so. That was odd.
Right, I just fell up the elevator, lost its floor, and I fell down it. I'm stuck in the elevator shaft.
Great.
You might have to, I don't know, go down and call the elevator door open and let me out, a lower deck. Don't call the elevator, but just go down there. Someone's on the ladder, maybe.
Only issue is if it's...
I can see you going down the ladder. You're right next to me. How you doing? You see me?
Yep,
Hi.
I see you. Get on your stomach and crawl.
Yeah, it won't let me. It's got glass. I wonder if the elevator's going to crush me. Nope. Ooh, ow. Ouch. Okay.
Look at that.
It got me through.
Yep, I kind of figured it would.
I know.
Oh, don't push me in the wall! Man.
Is this the top deck?
Yep.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
Top deck.
It is the top deck. I'm on the bridge.
Oh, I need to go to the front.
Yeah, that's not the top deck.
Oh, shit, I just fell out of the ship.
I'm not moving yet, so...
Yeah, we're bug. This should be bug.
Well, get back in, sit down somewhere. Just float around till you find a chair and sit in it. That's how I got my shit back. I'll fly us to Lebski, see if I can't get us landed. Tell me when you're in the ship. In a seat.
Alright, I'm in the seat. That should have fixed me, right?
Yep. But for how long, I don't know.
Get out and try and get in the turret or not?
Yeah, you can try before I move.
Yeah, before you take off, and just in case we run into trouble.
Was that lightning? Shit. Damn it. I bet it was. Oh shit, yeah it is. We're gonna have to call it. According to radar, I've got maybe 10 minutes. Damn.
In the turret.
Alright. Let's see if I can get us. Actually, you could just log off.
Yeah, but I'll stay with you till you get to a station.
Well, we couldn't dock at Levski. I could just do a bed log.
Oh, okay. If you want me, I can.
Yeah. Where's the
I
damn
can just
marker?
log out.
Yep. Might as well.
Okay.
Shit. Come on. Give me the damn marker.
All right. Have a good night.
All right, you too. I'll be on tomorrow. Tomorrow, late afternoon. Damn thing. You know, but I'm trying to rush this stupid thing. Oh, come on. What the hell?
How the hell do you connect your game to get the reward?
How do you connect the what?
The game account to switch to
It's
get
in
the
settings on the website. In your settings on the website, there's an option.
Okay.
Start jumping to that, whatever it is. So those watching the stream, I'm gonna have to kill the stream here in a second. So thanks for watching. I'll see you sometime tomorrow afternoon. Let's see, quantum, throttle, go to SCM. Shields are up. Exit seat. Let's see. Gotta remember what deck the, oh wait, captain's quarters, duh. That'll make it simple. Damn, man. Sucks that frickin' storm's coming in. Well, at least it let me log out. Anyway, so stream's going down. Thanks for watching. We'll see you tomorrow. Ouch.